It should be on.
Okay.
Can y'all hear us now?
Look.
Microphone check now? 1, 2. What
Can
is
you hear
this?
us now? I'm gonna say no.
Look, is tech support working?
No, right. I'm gonna say no because nobody's saying anything.
No.
Up, down.
No.
Nothing. All right.
You can. You can hear us now. All right. We were like, what happened? I don't know what's going on. Like, can you hear us now?
Right.
Now we back on.
All right. Let's start again.
Because I still keep my day job.
Tech support, because this is tech support. Okay. All right. So, welcome everyone to the podcast you all know and love called Really Bitch, and we are here to. Big Daddy Williams is in the house. Okay, Carolyn. Hey, nice to see you. Who that? Y'all know I can't read.
You can't read or can't see. There's a difference.
See. You're right. I can read. I can't
see. There's a difference.
You're right. I can read. I can't see. Shut up.
Put it on.
Read it.
It's right there.
It's not right there. It's not. I'm not in the room. I'm not in.
How do you host? Never mind.
All right. Anyway, you guys. First of all, so let me start over. I want to give a shout out. Like I said, we weren't here last week as a group, but you know that I did go live last week with James Caldwell. He was in town. And a lot of you came over from James, and I want to thank you to all of our new subscribers. It was great. We had a fun time. It was really impromptu, but see, that's what people do when they want to help each other. He sent his people over, recommended me, and he also showed me some things that we didn't know we were doing wrong. And so for that, I just want to thank everybody.
Thank you, James.
That's right. We just thank you so much. And so again, I have on my Milan Trésor t-shirt. You know, Milan is James' alter ego.
So we're going to thank Milan
We're going to thank Milan too. And if you don't have one of these shirts, you better go on over to his website and get you one, okay? So we want to thank you with that. Also, we want to just give a shout out to I got a message on my Instagram. Let me get the name right. I got a message on my Instagram from a young man. His YouTube, write this down. Type this in there, please. His YouTube name is it's like L Teddy 27. ELTEDDY 27 official. Right here. L.
Oh, gotta be all together. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, official. And I want to thank him because, right, you know, I want to thank him because he gave us a shout out on his YouTube channel. He did a video, and I'm gonna drop the link to the video where he talked about 3 female YouTubers that he enjoys, and I was one of the people that he highlighted. He said he enjoys my reviews, so I want to just thank him. I appreciate it, and you know, once again, and I'm gonna drop the link in the description so people can go over to your channel, subscribe to him, and check out his videos. His videos are really cute. And so thank you for that. So we had a couple of shout outs this week. Also, on our last show, we talked about supporting Black businesses.
Right. Yeah.
And I said, you know what? We said we were going to start actually highlighting some Black businesses. So who do we have this week? Classic. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, we had a production meeting before we started the show. So we're going to start having some people actually come in. Yeah. We got to be professional now. We had a production meeting. Wow. So we're going to actually start having some people come in.
20 minutes we were doing before we started.
That was our production meeting.
All right, cool. I like it.
So
it's better than means I go through all week.
Exactly. It's better than means I go through all week. So our highlight, and you actually, do you know this? I think you know this person. Highlight business of the week is Sarita Salsa, and it's a local business. Yeah, y'all went to middle school together. Yeah, we went to Bennett. We went to college together. You guys went to middle school together. And she's a small business owner. She makes salsa. She makes soups, and I love her soups. I'm not a big salsa person, but the salsa is good. Let me say that. I've used her salsa to take to parties and things of that nature. I've ordered and taking them, and I always get great feedback. But I love her soups. Now, she's sort of transitioning because we're coming out of winter. But when I tell you, I buy them 4 at a time from her, and I keep them in the refrigerator, and because I like soup, and I keep them in the refrigerator, and I take them for lunch. It's easy, and and they're filling, and they're always good. I've never gotten a bad batch from her. Her prices are right. So again, she has a little commercial that she's put on, that she's made. Yeah. I'm going to drop the link for the commercial in the description, and I'm going to post it onto the YouTube site, and you guys can reach out to her. Like I said, we have excuse me, we got the NBA Finals coming up. We got cookout season. It ain't nothing, you know. It's always great for some salsa. So if you are in the area, in the DMV area, you know, she delivers.
And she's good people.
And she's really good people. She really is.
No, that's not about. I don't think I've seen Sarita since that ill-fated house party that we had.
I don't want to.
I'm
about to say I don't even want to know nothing about no ill-fated. When you start off with ill-fated, you probably don't want to know what comes after that.
Because it ended up being weak as hell. It's like a typical high school party. Like, yeah, we don't. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing happened. You know what? That's what I want to do for my birthday. I want to do like an old school, back in the day house party for my birthday. Like just BYOB. I'm gonna have some food.
You put the red lights up.
We're gonna put You're gonna do. You don't know that yet, but you're gonna be in charge of the music. Now you know.
All right.
Yeah, you're in charge of the music. And I want it to be, you know, music that our music. Like last night, what you were playing before I left. Like the music that like I was cool with that whole mix you played last night. Oh my gosh, Kwame came on. Kwame, excuse me.
Kwame.
Only You. Oh, why the young and look, all of us were like, oh, and why the young kids were like, yo.
I don't. It was like
we were like, you don't know this song, so
this
yeah,
is the song,
right? Like, and I mean, Keisha and Juan were trying to make another baby. It was a lot. It was a lot that happened at the party. The baby girl was embarrassed.
I didn't need that.
The baby girl.
I didn't need that in my life.
I'm just saying. Oh, well, neither did their daughter. She was like, Mom. I mean, you can hear the mortification in her voice. It was funny. It was hilarious.
Stop.
Right.
What are you guys?
Mom.
He was like, play another song. Right.
It was hilarious.
Not happening.
Of course, New Edition came on. Everybody knew the choreography. And then, like, the old heads were like, well, how do young kids know it? I was like, the movie. Like, 4 years ago, they wouldn't have known the choreography. But because of the movie, everybody think they're a New Edition fan now.
I still have all 3 parts of the movie on my DVR.
And I
don't have it on my DVR, but I've seen it.
Even played the music from the house party.
The movie house party?
Yeah, the movie house party. The kid who played
and right. You look so good. And of course, people were like, what? And again, as soon as I heard that, as soon as the beat dropped, I turned around and looked at Will. I was like,
ain't no type behind.
And of course, she
heard the lead in. I wasn't even playing the song yet.
No, I was like,
she came with a slow turn.
Right.
You really about to play this? It's happening.
Yeah,
it's happening.
Exactly. I was like, oh, sorry.
What you doing?
Shut up. It's a commercial. Why is it so slow? Okay. Yeah, so Faith, you are in charge of the music. Now, what I want to do, we've already gotten off topic, but like now that my basement has been vacated and it is empty, I'm going to leave it empty until after the party because I want people to have plenty of space. What I want to do is have a couple of card tables. We're going to be playing some beer with some spades. You know, up here will be sort of like the little lounge area where people can just chill and relax. We're going to have the food, the liquor set up in there. And then, you know, in the big room downstairs, we'll have the card tables and stuff. And then in the smaller room, maybe, you know, we could play another game, maybe Cards Against Humanity or something. Maybe that's where the Uno table could go. You know what I'm saying? And we can just have the music playing. If you want to dance. If you want to sit down and chill. If you want to, you know, just have a good time. That's all I want for my birthday party. So you don't need to bring your whole equipment.
Because
you don't need the whole.
Because there's not enough room.
I was gonna say my basement can't hold your whole equipment. I just want I can do a Bose speaker with a playlist. I'm good. We don't need all of that. But I want the music to be right. But it could be a playlist off of a Bose speaker. We good.
Okay. I'll just.
You got time to think about it. We got a couple of months.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we all off topic. Hold on. Let me look at these comments. We got some comments coming in. Yes. Oh, no sound. We got that. Yeah. Okay. Happy Sunday, my smart, beautiful, intelligent people. Well, thank you. All right. Surprise around the corner. Rebuild our Black Wall Streets across. Yes. Black business. That's what I'm trying to do. I can only do my little. Now, the first business we highlighted was Sunshine and Suds. And you actually went and so did you tell me about that experience?
I went in
Kwame with the polka dot, yeah.
I went in to
Thank you, Regina Hawkins. Mwah. She said she's one of my number 1 fans. Thank you, boo.
Oh, thank you.
That's right, Carolyn. We getting our boogie on.
That's why I was like,
So tell us about Sunshine and Suds. Matter of fact, I think they're actually working on their website. So when they get their website up and running, we're gonna post that again as well. But
I went past there to run in just to grab something because I was trying to
support, right? Which we appreciate.
I was there 45 minutes.
You ran in for 45 minutes.
I ran in for 45 minutes.
No, you weren't there staying for 45 minutes. You just because it was a bunch of businesses.
No, I didn't know anybody else.
You were with them.
I was with them for 45 minutes. I mean,
I know what I'm saying.
Right. But I'm trying to clarify my shit. I know what I'm talking about.
Really, really, really sweet, really, really nice people. They had a lot of great samples, and I'm not even gonna lie. They had a sample of like some body butter, and they had the little wooden spoon. I took a half a little scoop spoon. I did my whole, both forearms, my elbows, and my hands. Okay. I was like,
I have some body butter right now. I actually have a bunch of samples
so a little dab will do you.
A little dab will do you.
Got you moist.
I can't. I'm gonna go there.
I'm not entertaining that.
It got me lubed.
Just say nothing about.
Okay, but no. So it was a really great experience. I got to meet 2 really great people. Well, 4. The whole family was there, but
right.
As far as the adults, it was really fun. Definitely check them out. Definitely look into the products they had. They had different types of lavender soaps. So I haven't had a chance to use them yet.
Lavender.
Yeah, they had like lavender and geranium and like
geranium.
Oh yeah, you got
That's the street Northwest. Stop by it. Geranium. Word.
Yes.
Let's go to Lowe's for those.
They had bath bombs. And it's like
they call them bath biscuits, right? They don't call them bath bombs because I don't know if that's trademarked or not. Yeah. They're bath biscuits. I've been corrected. They're bath bombs? No. Bath biscuits.
So they have my bath biscuits. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and
So I need to.
Oh, we got to. Hey, there go Spill It Boy. Hey, James. Oh, thank you with the super chat. You see, I'm repping you today. You see, boom, boom.
Thank you.
That's James's alter ego is Milan. Yes. Thank you, boo. And look, James said that he was sick this week. I thought it was my sinuses. I don't know if I got a head cold, if it's my sinuses, but he got sick last week too. I don't know. It was warm, and then we went out, and I had, I was sexy. So, I was sexy. So, I had to, and I think maybe, it was a little chilly.
You were drinking enough.
Is that what it was? Well, no, the drinking fools you because you're warm. Because actually, warm, but it's still because when I left out the party, I had to walk back to my car. It was a little bit of a walk to my car, and I didn't have on a lot of clothes.
I'm just saying your body's already fighting poison, so you're drinking, so you can't get sick. That's just my philosophy. That's how I feel about it.
Hey, boo!
I can't.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely check them out. Like I said, I just
sent him a text saying we talking about Sunshine and Suds.
Everything I tried smelled wonderful, and I know everybody's scents taste, are different. Their scent
everybody tastes different.
Their scent, that. What do you call it?
Their scent tastes different.
But your expectation of what you like. I don't like food flavored scent.
And see, I don't like flower flavored scent, but I like lavender. Mm-hmm. But I like lavender for like after the shower when I'm relaxing. I don't like lavender to go out. I like lavender after when I'm relaxing. But but like I love vanilla. I love that kind of scent. I love vanilla.
Scent period is a problem.
Like, so you don't do scents at all. They have men, but no, they have men. But no, they have men scents. They have men scents. Yeah.
I did have one that I really liked.
Oh, thank you. Sly Sylvia Williams, thank you, boo.
Thank you.
All right, with the super chat. I had to explain to them what the super chat was. And like I said, I thought I had enabled my super chat, but my mother had to explain to me. James had to tell me, bitch, you was doing this all wrong. So thank you, boo.
Wait,
thank you.
So he was looking at all your sets. He was like, really, bitch?
Yeah, that's pretty much it was. Yeah. He was like, he said, you know what, bitch?
Well, thank you for gathering us all the way up.
Yes, you gathered us all the way together. And for that,
from the socks, I like it.
Right, right. So
thank you for getting us all the way together.
So we're going to drop those links in for Sarita Salsa, and I'm going to also post her commercial. And once Sunshine and Suds gets their website up and running, I know I talked to one of the people yesterday, and I know they were working on it and getting everything uploaded and stuff. So once it's up and running and it's fully live, I will post that again as well. But thank you for going through there because I wasn't able to get through there that day, but you went and supported. And another friend of ours went through, and he, one of the proprietors called and was like, oh, thank you so much. He was like, 2 people came through off of the podcast recommendation, and so he appreciated that the support. So thank you guys. Well, they appreciated the support. They said they're gonna give me some more free samples. I was like, okay, cool.
Look, can you get some biscuits?
I have a biscuit now. You want to try it?
No, I was
gonna give it to the baby. Give it to wifey.
She lives off bath bomb. I think everything else irritates her skin or whatever.
That's how that company actually got started. Is because their daughter. Did they get into all of that? Their daughter has really sensitive skin. The one you probably saw the daughter, yeah.
She's so cutie.
Ain't she cute? She's just a cutie, and she has really sensitive skin, and I really think that's kind of how they got into it.
Every time
so I'll get you some.
We end up at one of them shops.
Natural type
where they make the joint at the shop or whatever.
Oh, okay. I will get you some. Matter of fact, I'll give you the bath bomb that I have now.
The bath biscuit
that I have now, and I can give you some more. All right, let's get to our topics. We all over the place.
This is why y'all love us.
I pay for a box of 6 biscuits.
Oh, okay. Matter of fact, a box of 6. Okay. Matter of fact,
I don't know how biscuits come these days.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by, Regina.
I'll text him for an order. Matter of fact, I'll text him now and tell him that we need some bath. Okay. So we did our shout outs. Okay. Now look, there's an update to this whole Leaving Neverland story that I saw the article. I want to say I saw either last night or this morning. There seems to be some discrepancies between when these abuses, like where the abuses took place, alleged abuses took place, and what part of Neverland was actually there. So, for example, a guy pulled the building permits for Neverland, and found that some of the accusers saying that things happened in a place that hadn't been built yet. So, like, for example, I think one of the accusers said that something took place in the train station or something at Neverland. It hadn't been built yet.
Okay.
Now let me say this. I'm one of those people, like, even going back to what we were talking about when we were talking about the Supreme Court justice and how they were saying, well, you don't remember every little detail. Now, I'm one of those people that's like, look, you were a child and you were being traumatized and you may have blended some things and you may have forgotten some things, but I'm just saying that that's what's coming out now is that, and the person who made the documentary knew that this discrepancy took place and moved forward anyway without mentioning that. My thing is this: you could have continued to move forward, but you should have mentioned, okay, well, we did do some research and found that there's some discrepancies between, like, I think he said the abuse took place in 1988 and the train station wasn't built until 1992. It was like something like that. Do you think that it is a big window, but do you think that changes the validity of these stories? Okay, so one, I could say that I don't think it would change. And I'm honestly, I'm not going to say Michael Jackson did or didn't do it. But I would say, one, I don't think it necessarily changed the validity of their story, because as a kid, if you took me somewhere where you were storing a train in the house, if you took me somewhere where a train was being stored, then a child's mind, that's a train house. You see what I'm saying? It's all about interpretation. If the train was there. Right. If the train was there. Part of the construction. Right. And then two, Michael Jackson had money. So it might have been built in 88, but you didn't actually, it's easy to ask for forgiveness as it is ask for permission. You might have had to build and went back out the permits later. I mean, it's done. Valid. No, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. It's done a lot with regular people. For residential property. Yeah, for residential place. Yeah, I mean, it's done a lot. Thank you. You never know. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Michael Jackson should never put himself or those children in a compromising position where what you were doing with them should ever have been questioned. And I think that was one of the biggest mistakes as far as Michael Jackson was concerned. And the parents, you should never have let your children go with Michael Jackson, especially alone, regardless of who or what he was. And that was your biggest mistake. And I said that from the beginning. I agree. I said that, optics is everything. And I said that from the beginning, even going back to when he was on trial and all this went happen. Yeah, perception is reality. And I said from the beginning, like after the first trial was over, he should have just disappeared from kids. Well, but who thought it was a good idea anyway? Like when he was carrying Webster ass around like he was a little kid, and Webster was 17 years old. He was like 35. Right. I was like, why are you carrying this 17-year-old around like he's a baby? Like, man. When he was hanging out with Macaulay, and when he was hanging out with celebrity kids, it was like, okay, because they're in that industry
with
Macaulay,
was in the club,
right? With Macaulay Culkin and all. Right, Drew Barrymore was at Studio 54 and shit. You know, but
she was too.
Right.
Well, she
with her mama.
Wasn't that far from it.
Right, with her mama. Yeah. But when it was just regular children hanging out, like
Did you say schmegular?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Regular
schmegular.
Okay.
But I just so I don't know.
That's our first hashtag for today.
Schmegular.
Y'all remember
so
that?
I saw the article and I was just wondering if that would change people's opinion to say, oh well, now people who are looking for a reason to say that Michael Jackson isn't guilty will be like, see, da 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 da. But for people who
understand it's gray area.
Understand that it's not going to be, especially when you're talking about a child and trauma. I mean, children have a hard time getting a story straight when there is no trauma attached to it.
Right.
You know,
they try not to get in trouble.
Right.
The story takes so long.
But you know what?
Slim, you're not in trouble. Just tell me what happened.
I think
from a dad who sound like they've gone through it a few times.
I think that Mike Jackson did do something to his kids. It may not necessarily be the extent to what the kids are saying, because I do believe there is some coaching there from lawyers, from parents, and things like that. I do think there is a financial alternative to
it. Well, people speak these days when they get on TV. It's amazing.
It is. So I do believe there was some coaching in that.
Amazing.
And it's funny how, what's his name? Wade.
You gotta narrow that down.
I'm about to say, you're gonna narrow it down. What's his name?
Wade came out
in the water.
I look at in the water.
Stop it.
I look at
that was about to go way left.
I look at
it is Sunday.
Excuse me.
Okay. I'm about to start on the Negro spiritual.
Why my mama trying to bully me into going to church on Easter?
Child.
My mama's a bully.
That could be our fun and fuckery topic. Easter Sunday at a black church.
You know.
But yeah, I think Wade, his career
Regina Hawkins said she don't believe that Mike was messing with them kids.
He touched some wee-wees. He touched something. I'm sorry. Again.
Some wee-wees?
Wee-wees.
Wee-wees.
I'm just
saying. I mean, you said schmegular, so.
I get wee-wees.
I just feel like
wee-wee is actually a word.
What do you think as a parent? What do you think? As a fan?
I don't think it was to the extent that we take it out. Like, I mean, everybody said he didn't have that regular childhood. He was, it was Michael Jackson. And hey, as far as I'm concerned, regular childhood is overrated. Like, he had a chance to be famous.
What's your defense of regular? I mean, not defense, your definition of regular,
I mean, like, he didn't, 9 to 5.
Right.
And all of that. Like, after he got away from his dad, he was off and running.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get a chance to have a childhood, regular or irregular.
So I understand. Like, I think, like, honestly, in my mind, I think maybe something may have not. I don't think he did anything like to that extreme, but there may have been something that like hugged too long. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. They at his house. So you know what I'm saying. So what's the odds? Like, he's home. So, like, as a man, have children, whatever, I had to remember, like, when they have company over, like, I got to put extra clothes on.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But see, as a person, you're thinking, let me not subject myself to this type of accusations.
I mean, sometimes I got the door open, I'm, like, almost 1 foot out. I'm like, god damn company.
Yeah, right. Somebody said...
And that's because I see him run across the room, like, shit.
So Little Baby said, well, Lil Baby said that they believe Mike Jackson's innocence because of the $1.5 billion lawsuit was thrown out. Now, I'll say this about the lawsuits. Generally, what happened, you always ask for more than what you really expect or want to get. So I can file suit for $1.5 billion, but we can settle and do a non-disclosure for $20 million. So it still doesn't say that he was innocent because the case was dropped. It just means that we shot for the moon. And if we missed, we would sit on the stars.
Okay, Casey Kasem.
Wait. All right, never mind.
But let me say this. You remember Casey Kasem used to say that at the end of his radio show every week when he did the top 20? Oh my gosh, you didn't listen to Casey Kasem top 20?
I'm thinking,
Donnie Simpson
said
but he got it from Casey Kasem. Donnie Simpson said it too, but he got it from Casey Kasem.
Fair enough.
But that happens all too often where you try to sue for so much more, and then you negotiate your way down.
But all I'm saying, I don't think anything probably happened, but I'm thinking after like the first time we brought in question and it went away, like Neverland's Return to the Bunny Ranch, like nobody under 21.
The Bunny Ranch.
Like nobody under 21
right.
is allowed in.
Right. He should have definitely right.
Like,
but I'm gonna say this. I feel like it's interesting to me that his estate, talking about that lawsuit, they're not suing for slander or for libel. They're suing for breach of contract. So I find that very interesting that they're not arguing that what they're saying isn't true. They're arguing that whatever contract that they agreed to with the makers of the movie for them, of the documentary for them to participate was breached. So, and again, all of this a legal maneuver. It may mean nothing, but I find that interesting. But I just want to throw that, we talked about the documentary, so I just want to throw that new information out there. But since we're talking about
I think he may have done it, but now that he's dead, what's the point? His estate is still alive. He's making, man.
Yeah, his children are millionaires off of his estate alone.
Dead, he's worth more than a lot of superstars that's making records right now.
He was definitely worth because he owned everything. Like when Whitney, because he wrote his, Whitney's estate isn't worth as much because she didn't write her own music.
Right.
Whereas Michael wrote, produced, whatever. He owned so much more of his music.
And he owned the Beatles anthology.
Yes, he did. Well, I think didn't he eventually sell it?
I hope he didn't.
I thought he sold it back to Paul McCartney.
I hope he didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't. Well, I know that's why their friendship broke up.
Yeah,
I know that's why their friendship broke up.
Paul McCartney showed his ass.
That was social media wasn't that big back then.
Yeah, social media had been big. That'd have been a whole. Can you imagine if Whitney had a Twitter account?
Hell no. That should have been Bobby.
because she would go. She put it out there anyway. She would call in to Wendy Williams and cuss Wendy Williams out. Can you imagine if she had Twitter?
Bitch, let me tell you some shit.
Oh my gosh, Whitney and Twitter.
And she decided nippy.
Yeah, it'd have been nippy, right? Because I'm sure Twitter was around towards the end of her. I'm sure there was an overlap. But I'm saying, imagine if. Because Michael Jackson wouldn't be on Twitter. He would have somebody running his, like Janet had somebody running hers, like Beyonce had somebody running hers.
I know he invested on
what?
Somebody said that he owned half of Twitter. Lil Baby said Michael owned half of Sony. I'm sorry, owned half of Sony.
I don't know. I can't speak on that.
I mean, if he did,
I'm sure he had I'm sure there was a percentage in there. I just can't speak on that. I don't know.
I'm sure there was an investment.
I wouldn't be mad at him. You know, I would say this. Michael Jackson is that
way more money if he don't have Sony.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He might.
Sony is the most proprietary company I've ever come across.
They are more proprietary than Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
Really? Because the government sued Bill Gates over it, and he lost.
Really? For a long time. If it wasn't Sony, it wasn't working.
Now that's true.
If it wasn't Sony, you try to buy a part that wasn't Sony, try to put it into something, it wasn't working.
Didn't Sony?
Well, it's like Apple, right? Isn't that kind of like how Apple is now?
I don't know. It's two different pieces of equipment. Okay. They Sony proprietary all the way around. Cameras, everything. Sony.
I don't know. All right. But since we're talking about inappropriate touching, all right, let's transition to our next topic.
Oh, wow. All right.
Okay, that's where we're going.
What was it about Michael Jackson?
Where we going? R. Kelly.
How we feel about? Wait a minute, did y'all see? R. Kelly did an Instagram post last night where he said that he hosted a party at some club in Springfield, Illinois. He said, "This is how I gotta make my money right now. So can the media night just chill out tonight and not give me a hard time? Yo, can y'all just leave me alone tonight? I'm just trying to make some money. This is how I gotta make my money now." I said, did he really go on Instagram and ask people to leave him alone while he was working?
Was it at the playground? At the playground.
That's where we saw his cutie. Okay, that was inappropriate.
Wait a minute. Wait. Time out. He went on Instagram.
He did an Instagram video. Yes.
Was he at the place?
No, I mean I don't know. I can't say he was. It didn't look like he was at a club. No, he said it's tonight, so he was earlier.
Because here's what I'm saying is like he's having this event. Okay, he's on Instagram to tell people to leave him alone.
Yes.
Tonight. Okay. I'm assuming a lot of people didn't know about this event. Like he's trying to promote the
event. He was telling the media. He wasn't talking to people not to come. He was talking about the media. Can y'all just chill out tonight? Leave me alone.
I don't think. I'm just saying.
Regina. She said she don't think R. Kelly going to jail so Bill Cosby can stop looking for him.
Oh.
Or at least by the time they do get R. Kelly ass convicted, Bill be coming home.
I'll just say something else.
Bill be coming home.
So you said he would be going home.
Because Bill only got what, 5 years?
Not going home.
Bill, what did Bill get? 5 years? He going on probably with good behavior. Probably only serve. Bill ain't gonna serve but about 18 months.
Because if he believed the internet, he's doing Mr. Huxtable in jail.
Yeah, I've heard that.
If you won't believe the internet.
Yeah, they say
if it's online, it's got to be true. Right?
Gotta be true.
Gotta be true. But all right, back to this. How do we feel about Uncle Joe? In the era of Me Too,
Joe Biden.
How we feel about Joe Biden with these accusations, with these women accusing him of making them feel uncomfortable? How we feel about it?
Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Ebony said Bill Cosby is coming home in a casket. That's how I thought you was going. That's why I thought you was going. That's why I said you said he's coming home. That's why I was like, maybe he's going home.
Going home to speak. He is a little elderly.
I'm sorry. He passed 80.
I'm halfway to 80, bitch. What?
I'm halfway to 90. So I mean,
80.
Yeah, if you 90 and a half is 45. 45 plus 45 equal 90. I'm just saying.
But I'm taking off 10 years.
Wait a minute.
I'm taking off.
Wait a minute. But
Joe Biden.
How is it?
You just picked up. You just figured out how old you are?
Yeah, really did. Yeah.
Because you're a Virgo, so your birthday's in the September-ish range. Yep. You one of them damn Virgo.
September what?
I got so many Virgos in my life. I can't even afford y'all. Like when Virgo season come around, I just gotta be like, remember that's why we used to just like have one big event for all Virgos. Too many of y'all. I know what to get you, but it's just too many of y'all. That's my nephew. That's oh god, it's too many people.
Right, that should be the cheapest purchase.
That ain't cheap.
No, the easiest purchase.
Easy, not cheap.
I mean, because they don't have coupons.
Because some people don't even get. Yeah, some people don't get a gift. They just get a happy birthday on Facebook. You getting that. You get that Facebook happy birthday.
You know what? I'm gonna do a charity thing on my birthday on Facebook.
What's the charity gonna be? I'm not. Anyway, tell me how you feel about Uncle Joe.
Honestly, Uncle Joe, he on that cusp of that 65, 70-year-old people where back in his day,
he's a hugger.
Yeah, men ran and rub you on your back. Hey, girl. Yeah. Hey, girly. And I really, in all honesty, I really don't think he means any harm. Because let's be for real. His wife
it was nothing sexual about it, but
yeah, his wife's like 15 years younger than him, so he ain't.
Yeah, he got his hands full right now.
Right.
He ain't worried about y'all.
So little baby said that ain't never been my uncle. I'm sorry, boo. I mean offense.
Right. I honestly don't think he meant anything by it. I think it's one of those generational miscommunication.
I think it's a generational thing. And I'm not trying to give him a pass because in the era of Me Too, we have to let men know what is and isn't appropriate. Right. But I do think that we can go too far. We talked about this before when we were talking about Me Too and is the needle going too far? I do think we can go too far. There's a big difference between, hey, how you doing? And sexual assault. Mm-hmm. And I think that, and sexual harassment. And I just think that we're going to dilute the pool if we just throw everything in it.
Jennifer goes. I think line on Joe too.
Yeah, but I agree with Lil Baby. Dial it back. Yeah. I do. Okay, it's generational. And I'm sorry, he's a white man. It's a different mentality. Generational, different mentality. But I do think that his
white dudes all kind of crazy. Like, no matter what, even the best of interest.
Yeah. Right. And I do believe his camp should start working with him on his public persona and how he addresses people. He said that
himself. He hasn't. Well, I can say prepared. Mm-hmm. I had to get that out. Right. So is that right? Statements. The statements he's made has been his own.
I agree.
His own words, but he's been like, all right, you know what? But he's been like, all right, cool.
For that,
I got it.
And Al said he's done it with men and with women. Like, it's just who he is. And again, I don't want to sound like
cool. I don't want to campaign. Like, this is what I gotta do.
Right, and that's what he said. He was like, I got it. And my thing is, excuse me. At what point is an apology enough? He apologized. He said, okay, I know this is what I got to do moving forward. I get it. Meant no harm by it. But it's like people want more. Like, what do you want from this man?
I'll say this.
They want to go away.
Yeah.
That's what they want. You're right about that.
Now, I agree. you can only apologize for so many times for the same thing. For me, one time. After that, fuck you. But my thing is this: apology is
T-shirt.
One time, fuck you.
You get one apology from me. After that, fuck you.
But I'll say this though: an apology is only valid once the action takes place. You can't apologize and then keep doing the same thing.
Right.
So so once he apologized, stop asking to apologize again. But he needs to make the effort to move forward to make the change.
Like even when he apologized, I was like, it was kind of like did he need to
apologize?
Like
in this era, he needed to apologize. Yeah.
It was more or less was kind of like all right, you know, it's more like it should have been more like all right, you felt uncomfortable about it, cool, got you, I understand how you feel,
but it's like more and more people keep coming forward, but again, it's who he is. Like again, you're asking him to apologize. If he's been doing this for 30 years, of course there are more women that's going to say, he touched me too, he kissed me on my cheek too, he rubbed my back too, because he's been doing it for 30 years. So it's like a pile on.
But nobody was mad at him.
But one of the women that came out recently, like last month, who said that he touched her and it wasn't sexual, but she felt very uncomfortable. A picture has come out of her behind him, rubbing him on his shoulder.
Oh, there's a slew of pictures of her rubbing on people.
So it's like you can't sit here and demand an apology from him for something you very well do your damn self.
And again, there's that double standard, and we have to make sure that we're staying on course,
like,
you know.
At least having focus on what you're trying to accomplish.
Right.
Or what you're saying. Like just to try to, I don't know, get men to just be scared or be subservient.
Right.
Like it's not gonna happen. Like you create anger unnecessarily.
Right. Now, I do agree. Was it Al Akuma? I do agree. How is he supposed to know you're uncomfortable if you never said anything?
Exactly.
And I think that comes to a topic we have touched on before about teaching our girls, but in general, our kids in general, how to speak out and speak up for themselves. Right. Because it carries into adults who speak up and speak out for themselves. You don't have to yell and curse and things like that. You could because I had no problem. Like people come in and try to touch me. Like I used to get in trouble when I was a kid in church. You know, you in church, they do the breakaway for the hugs. Skirt. I don't do hugs. I don't know. You don't touch me.
And that's your personal thing. Me, I'm a hugger. I'm cool with hugs. So that's what I'm saying. Like your own personal, what your comfort.
Right. Now my thing is like I wasn't cool. I'm not cool with people who I don't really know touching me. But if I know you, I hug y'all. It's not a problem. I know y'all. You know what I mean? But like a random.
I was wondering if I'm going to apologize later.
Oh no, you're fine. You're safe. You're safe. But like you know how you're a kid and you're at church and everybody, okay, let's greet your neighbor, and everybody want to hug you because you're a kid. I had one dude try to kiss.
Bruh.
Hit the matrix on him. I was like, I'm not doing it.
Matrix wasn't even out yet.
And it wasn't even out. But I was like, because again, you know.
You hit the Jackie Chan.
Right.
His Matrix wasn't out.
I should have been June Reed. Nobody bothers me.
Nobody bothered me either. Yo, that commercial. Wow.
But,
yeah, that's a classic. Did y'all have jewelry commercials in y'all area? I know in the DMV we did. Was that local? Was that a local commercial?
I think it was because they had like 4 dojos around.
I remember it being when I was out in Cali. So
okay, all right.
Yeah, I think that was something we were privy to. Nobody bothers me. I don't know what the kids are like. They got to be like
our age. Right.
It may be,
if not older.
Yeah, because how old was that?
Me either.
Anyway. Oh, okay.
All right. It goes.
Okay, so
back here.
I
remember. All right, Ebony.
Of course you do.
That's right. Thank you, Ebony.
Jewelry. What is it? Fight, Mike. What was they saying?
I don't remember that part. I just remember that. Now I remember the jingle for Easy Method Driving School. Easy Method Driving School is easy. At Easy Method. Y'all remember the Easy Method Driving School?
No.
Y'all remember the Easy Method Driving School?
No.
I remember that.
All right, Regina, thank you. Thank you for stopping there with us.
Appreciate it, girl.
But you know what? Since we're talking about kids, I do want to move on. Are we done? Uncle Joe?
Yeah, let's go.
Well, let me just say this to close it out. Uncle Joe, you still my man. I know little baby said that ain't his uncle, but her uncle, but you my uncle boo, and I love you. I don't know if I want you to run, but I know I love you. Go ahead.
You know what? I want to see you.
Just don't have your wife bring potato salad to the cookout this year. Sorry.
Oh, Joe's still invited to the cookout.
I said wife bring potato salad, so you can
No, his wife uses mustard in her potato salad. She knows.
Oh, she knows. Okay. Can we make it a Biden Obama ticket? I'm just saying. And I don't even care which Obama you pick.
Right. It could be both. It could be the dog.
I don't care.
Obama.
I don't care which Obama you pick. I'm just saying.
Whichever one is available.
Right. Whichever one feel like doing it.
Right.
You know, Sasha, she want to take a break. You know what I'm saying? Come on, hang out with us for a couple years. Is
Malia out of high school? She want to graduate something?
I think she graduated. Did she graduate either this year or next year?
Because
she was 2 years. I think she's.
There's an age.
There's like a 2 or 3 year window. It's like there's an age for vice president. I check.
I know president's 35.
Yeah, president. But I mean, I didn't think there was any qualification for vice president when we got Alaska.
Other than
what's her name? Sarah Palin.
Other than like, can you stand upright?
Right. Can you breathe? Can you stand and breathe at the same time?
Can you pass a physical?
Do you not have a scandal in your background?
Can you pass a physical?
I don't even think that even matters no more.
Especially not with her, because she wasn't.
Well, not with our current damn president.
Unwed kids in jail. And I think something else. And she had a reality show.
And that daughter had another baby too.
Mm-hmm.
She's still not married?
No.
Oh, all right.
I heard the boy broke up, didn't they?
Yeah, she'd have been to the altar like, damn.
Right. Okay, so we could transition to Friday night, baby boy.
The short one went to a school dance.
Did he come back with his underwear on?
What? He better have.
Oh, 16 candles.
I chaperoned.
Oh, okay. He ain't got no love. He's done.
Your mama working the concession stand.
I had him in my sight, dude. I'm not fucking with y'all little kids today. I'm gonna be burning back.
Back off, y'all hoes.
Mama's
here.
Back up.
So it was honestly, it was great. It was fun. I got the dance. I did the Cupid shuffle.
You did the Cupid shuffle at your
because it's a school dance, middle school dance, and they're on the floor.
I'm sure he was good with it.
I asked him. I said, "Are you embarrassed?" He was like, "No," because his mama be jamming. He know this. Hey, but the funny thing is,
the 21-year-old was embarrassed by her parents dancing to Kwame last night, but your son wasn't embarrassed.
Nope.
By the Cupid. Okay.
But the thing is, it's middle school, so they all on there like, it's music. It's the Cupid shuffle. What? I'm like, if y'all don't.
Now we do know, because again, going back to my birthday party, we know that her and her husband gets it in on the dance floor now.
Right.
We know that.
So,
but my party was the appropriate place to do that.
But I was trying to get the kids on the floor. I was trying to get like they all standing around like.
Did you encourage any of them to get up and dance?
Yeah, I was like, come. Choice, I know. But I was like,
get your ass on this goddamn floor. You embarrassed me in front of company.
But no, I mean, so they came. I'm like, come on. And then some of the teachers came out. Some other chaperones kind of came out, and I was like, come on, like.
So it's to an adult party.
As all middle school dancers have a tendency to do, because they want to stand around and kind of look at each other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So I just only one dance.
That was y'all school.
Yeah,
I was the father-daughter dance. Slim. The kids left us. They didn't give a damn we was there. We was a ride.
Right. We were just, this is how I got here. You were just how I got here.
And to take pictures.
Right.
That's why we were there.
Well,
and to pay for juice.
Well, you know what? So, and I will say this. The tickets were $15. It was at the school and cafeteria, but they had beautiful decorations, all the drinks.
$15 a day. Like, what are you trying to get a dance? Like, I paid $15. You better get your
right.
Do something.
Right. I can get a club cheaper than that. But it's like, what?
No vetting process. Look at the orange cream popsicle for us.
Thank you.
You're right about that. You're right. He said he was grabbing people by the pussy. So if he can say that, Uncle Joe can rub somebody back a little bit.
Right.
That's what kids do nowadays.
Yes, little baby.
In the corner
yeah, man.
So let me
say something. When we would go to a party, literally, and I'm not exact, there were times when we would walk out and we literally were wringing our shirts because we was getting it in and sweating. You know what I mean?
And they had a young DJ, and he played a lot of the songs. He played Red Bottoms, like he played a lot of songs.
Wait, I don't know. Middle school,
8th grade dance.
I don't know Red Bottoms. That's a song.
Oh, on Bodak Yellow. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know Bodak Yellow.
I'm sorry.
I don't know Red Bottoms.
That's what I always call it. You know, Jesus expensive, Jesus Red Bottom, Jesus Blood.
Yeah, but the song is Bodak Yellow, and the song is 2 years old. So
I mean,
even not act like that was a current song.
But I guess it's school, so they got to have a certain approved playlist, and that was one of the songs. And he did play some more active songs, and they on there rap, they sing along, they stand there the whole time. But okay, so this is what we had talked about.
That's terrible. Because in our day, they was like, hey, 12 inches.
Right, they had to push us apart. Did they play any go-go? Because that's where we get the party started.
Okay, so we go to a school where the principal and a lot of
Jeff and is music playing?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying go-go set it off.
Your kids don't dance anymore. They don't.
They know how?
But
they don't know how to dance together.
They don't.
They can dance. They don't know how to dance together.
They can do that damn Fortnite dance.
But that's by themselves.
Yeah.
The Flossie.
Actually, that's not a Fortnite dance. It was before.
Oh, I thought that was from Fortnite.
That's why they got sued.
Fortnite just made you pay for it.
Yeah, that's why I got sued.
But the first time I saw it was on Saturday Night Live when a little boy did it on Saturday Night Live, and everybody went crazy. So I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah. Okay, so the dance. Okay, so it was a dance, 8th grade dance. What we talked about earlier was girls coming in, these 13-year-olds, parents, 6-inch heels. Dance started at 7. By 7:30, everybody was knock-kneed and pigeon-toed because they couldn't walk because their feet hurt. Heels, and I'm sitting there looking like. Yeah. And all the girls tugging and pulling down and pulling up because you got deep plunging necklines. You got spaghetti straps. You got backs out. You got thigh highs. You got one girl. And
was it on TV? Like,
no.
Was the real
she said that's how they was dressed. Like they was on their way to the Real Housewives event.
Yeah, the Real Housewives of middle school.
The Real Housewives of middle school. I mean, and he said they had professional makeup done.
Face beat to the gauze. Now some of them they
weave down their back.
Yeah, some of them. One girl.
I don't have all.
One girl, she came in looking like Diana Ross circa 1985. She had the wavy weave coming on down. I was ready for the breakout to reach out and touch. Couldn't walk. By the end of the night, she couldn't walk.
They were all carrying their shoes by the end of the night. I know.
Yes. One girl, she came with some socks in her hand because she knew she wasn't going to make it. They just want to walk through the door cute. That's all it is. And they do like Real Housewives.
But are we giving our kids too much? In 8th grade, like I said, I had an 8th grade dance.
I want to say yes.
And like I was telling you earlier, that was the first time I had ever worn foundation.
As a dad of 2 girls, yes.
Right. But my mom did my makeup. I didn't get it professionally done. My mama sold Mary Kay. She pulled that Mary Kay kit out, tried to figure out my color. And that was the first time I'd ever worn foundation. And yeah, I had my hair done. I went to the hair, but I'd been going to get my hair done regularly anyway. Right. You know what I'm saying? She was using her little Mary Kay kit. Like, okay, that'll work. Okay. Right. You know what I mean? She was giving me that. But for my mama to pay a makeup artist and weave, I can promise you now, I know weave wasn't a big deal when we were younger, but my mama there would have been no weave in my hair.
Let's see. Now, I will say that I know public schools, there was weave.
Right.
But it was a glue-in weave. So it wasn't like it is now.
Exactly.
But the funny thing about it, now some girls they did their makeup at home.
Right, and those are the same parents that would get mad when grown man is looking at their child.
Mm-hmm.
And don't get me wrong.
The child didn't look like one.
When the child lied, she used that picture, that selfie she took Friday night at that 8th grade dance, posted on her Instagram, and then lie about her age when that 21-year-old be in her DMs.
Right. Now, I will say this. It wasn't every girl. I saw some girls that were beautifully dressed. Like, I saw a couple girls that had really cute dresses and had Converse, like high-top Converse on. Cute. They dressed up. So, it was a nice blend. Because I will say, it is a transitional age. That 13, 14, you're not a baby, a child anymore. You're moving to them teen years.
Transition to 6-inch heels, though.
Right. And I think that's part of the problem.
A little heel.
It was some nice little
kid, what they call it, kitten heels.
It was some nice little kitten heels. It was some nice little 2-inch heels. And even those girls were like, oh my gosh, my feet hurt.
Because I think the last dance, Father dance, went to with number 1.
Mm-hmm.
She went through her shoes to try to find shoes she could dance in.
Right.
That's my kid.
Right.
But your kid is also the same one that y'all had to dance off. So,
right.
Your kid be getting it.
But that's a kid being a kid, though.
I'm just saying, it wasn't like a...
And it's funny because, like, all the boys were dressed really nice. Like, minimum, it was slacks, shirt, and a tie. But you had some boys coming to 3-piece suit.
The wannabes living vicariously. Carol, I say that all the time. I'm like, why are you trying to live through your children? You had your shot.
But that's
mess it up.
If I wasn't popular in high school...
You got to raise your kids.
Right.
have the hair, the makeup, the whatever was popular during my time, and now my child comes.
He wasn't popular.
No, not me.
She said if she wasn't, because I feel the same way.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, if she wasn't popular,
right?
These other bitches.
Right. I was fine.
And I will say this: I really like. I wasn't popular in high school. I was like, oh my God, I was popular in high school. People knew me, just because it's DC's neighborhood, something like.
I was known for wrong damn reasons, but go ahead.
But I wasn't like popular, but I was known.
Oh, Elton Lewis. He said, as an educator who taught middle school for 8 years, I tell you, there's nothing nice to say about middle school. I taught junior high, which is that same age range. I taught junior high for 10 years, and I loved it.
You said parents want them to grow up way too fast.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
And it's funny because I'm looking at my.
And I'm sorry, boo. I love middle school.
And the funny thing about it is, the parents who I knew with kids who were it's one girl, she's in my neighborhood. I call her hot in the ass. That's what I call her. It is what it is. I call her hot in the ass.
That's her name.
Hot in the ass.
Hey, hot in the ass.
That's what I call her.
How you doing?
She came in. She was down the road circa 1985.
Oh, that was her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting here looking like, and so the thing about it is, one of the parents with the concession stand, one of the parents hot in the ass.
Hot in the ass.
Yes. one of the parents I was chaperoning with had said hi to her because this parent had chaperoned her previously at another event.
Mm-hmm.
And so
hot in the
ass, yeah. Mm-hmm. And the parent called her name. She was like, "Hey, call by name." This little girl gonna go. I said, you know what? I was gonna come across some potato chips on her. Because again, this little girl hiding the ass. And I don't had an altercation with her and her sister. Because I don't fuck with little kids like that. But my issue is, her sister, when I told my daughter, drag that bit. Okay. So, not my sister, my daughter. But the thing about it is, these little kids, she just so damn grown that it's the point of, sometimes it's not the parents pushing the kids. Sometimes it's the parents just aren't in touch at all. Because a lot of the parents, and I said this little girl because I know her parents, they could have came and chaperoned. You see what I'm saying? So it's always the kids who are so far out there are the parents who kind of drop a skirt. You don't care what's going on in the dance. You don't see what's going on.
Right.
You have notes. You put your child in a grown woman dress.
Right. And drop her off.
At night. Did you really see her walk into the building? Did you really see what's up was going on?
This whole scenario is wrong.
Right, it's a
lot. Dress a child up in a grown woman dress, dropped her off at an event,
and kept it moving. Yes,
Sitchin Hills and drove off.
Like you dropped
her
off
the same little girl that
at somebody's doorstep.
It's the same little girl they done caught in the woods with the
yes.
Okay.
Two different boys. Yes.
Yeah.
We talk about it later, but yes.
We can talk about it now. Wait, what? So.
And
this was going on in the woods.
Yeah,
in your woods with them deer be.
Yeah,
and the deer. And
see how my neighborhood
plays. Elton, I gave you a shout out earlier. Okay, this is Eddie. This is Al Teddy 27 that we gave a shout out.
Oh,
so okay, you know what I told me to go. We gave you a shout out earlier. Thank you so much.
And
I posted it on my Instagram, and I'm gonna post your video later on today. I was trying to do it the other day and it wouldn't do. So we're gonna post it. But thank you so much for that shout out. I love you. Appreciate it much. And you guys go check his YouTube out. I told you I already said that at the beginning of the show and we typed it in.
You see, he got some good stories from middle school girls. You know what? And it's funny because I was telling me
I'm showing some stories.
I was telling class earlier. We're always saying like, check these boys protect your daughter. Let me tell you, I was telling Classic earlier, so my son got there with me. So we got there a little bit earlier. So I let him, because everything was already set up.
Obviously, varying definitions of parenting. Yeah.
Yeah. So I let him take his phone.
Doesn't vary. You're either parent or you're not.
Right. Well,
I always tell people, I'm like, you know what? You raise your kids the way you want, and I'm going to raise my kids the right way.
Because my kids be like, want to be friends.
I have never in my life given birth to any of my friends, and I ain't going to start now.
Right, I'm telling you, I'm like, maybe one day.
Like right now, me and my mom
all grown up.
Yeah, me and my mom are friends right now.
But
there's still a line that I know I cannot cross with her. You know what I'm saying? Like as grown as I am, and y'all know my mouth. I don't curse around my parents, and y'all know I'm a sailor. Like curse words spew out my mouth, but I don't curse around my parents. And when I do slip up, I be like, "My bad, I'm sorry." Before you pop me, my bad, I'm sorry.
Before
they quick with it.
Yeah. Now, every once in a while, I might let a damn slip out or a hell. But I don't, the big ones, no. And me and my mama talk every day. Like, I'm cool. Like, I was just with my parents yesterday hanging out.
Right.
Okay, it was sad. My mother was married to a sailor. I still don't really curse around her.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll have a drink around my parents. I'll let them know what's going on in my life. She lives in my basement.
She lives in my basement.
Yeah, your mama got a whole suite down there.
I don't know. No, sirs.
Oh, little baby said it happens in her woods too. I know, right?
You might live in the same neighborhood. Maybe talk.
Right.
Is that what's going on?
In the
woods.
But I'll say this: we always
just find a ticket in the wrong place.
I was thinking the same thing. Can you imagine getting a bite?
No.
In the wrong. Ooh. How do you explain that?
But you know what? So we always saying our sons. So my son went. We rode together. Well, I took him.
I say we rode together. Like he got a choice.
I know. I took him.
He's in the 8th grade.
He could go to the bus.
Did he catch Uber?
He could have Uber. Right. But go ahead.
But credit card. I'm sorry.
Right. I know. But so we went to the dance. I don't take his phone. So when the dance got popping, he wanted to take some pictures and some video.
Oh, after you got him on the dance floor.
He didn't dance though. As much as he danced, much as do that crazy ass dance, he didn't do it. But so anyway, so I look over. So it was 3 girls at the dance trying to get his attention.
3?
3.
What I'm talking about. 3?
So one of them, I was actually chaperoning with her mom.
How tall were their heels?
They were all little girls.
Oh, okay.
They were all appropriate.
Right.
Yeah, age appropriate. And I'll tell you about that. So they were age appropriate young girls. But one of them decided to take.
Elton, I'm with you. I'm sorry to cut you off. Elton, I'm with you because I would say I'm gonna see what Classic Face gonna do. I wasn't the best student, but I say when my father came to the school, but the teacher, was going on a tangent about how I was and parenting and society and blah blah whatever. My dad was like, "Look, it's your job to teach. It's his job to sit there and learn. He do anything outside of that, you call me and I just kick his ass." And that was the end of it.
That was the end of that.
That was the end of that. There was no whatever.
No,
my father wasn't delusional about who his son was. As a goddamn.
My parents were the same way. Like that's the other thing. I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to the baby. But that's the other thing. Parents, you know your children. Yeah. Stop acting like they're gonna do something different when they're not around you. Same thing with me. When a teacher would call about me, my mama knew that the teacher gonna call about me running my mouth because I know that's gonna shock y'all that I talk too much in class. Mm-hmm. Shocker, right? Me. Now my mama was like,
who grew up to be a teacher?
Who grew up to be a teacher? It annoys the hell out of me when my students are running their mouth. But anyway. But yes, I'm guilty. I know, right? My revenge, the best revenge, right?
Well, you know what? My mouth was always my problem. I had a really good attitude.
Wait, you had a good attitude.
You had a good attitude.
I had a good attitude. No, in all,
what happened? Marriage.
In short, what happened? What had happened was I was supposed to have gotten skipped in the 1st grade. They didn't want to skip me. My teacher
skipped in the 1st. You could break the shit out of that graham cracker, couldn't you? Right in the middle. Couldn't you bite out on time?
Man,
every time.
What you had the pencil sharp and right?
Thank you.
I knew all my colors.
You knew all my colors.
But you know what? All my colors.
You skipped in the 1st grade.
But no, what happened was, I have older brothers, so I was doing long division in the 1st grade.
And your brothers were teaching you long division. My brother was teaching me how to curse. But okay.
Well, this
all different.
This particular brother. So they were like,
there was just one of them,
right?
Just one particular brother.
One.
The whole. That's why she had guns now.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
So they basically told my mother she can do the work. They said she can do the work with the 2nd grader, maybe even the 3rd grader. The issue is she doesn't talk to anybody. Because my mother told me, you go to school to do your work and to learn, nothing else. So I sat my ass at my table, in my desk, and I did my work. Don't fucking talk to me because you're fucking with my A's. That was my mindset when I got
my A's.
Fucking my
A's.
Right. That was my mindset.
How much did you get per A?
I didn't get my ass beat. That's how much I got.
I'm about to say.
I'm with it.
I didn't get paid for grades. My mom was like, "That's your job."
But I'm not even gonna lie. Like my mom,
right? You get paid
Yeah,
I'm up, roof over my head, clothes, food. That was
now. I'm not gonna lie.
I got paid for great. They didn't ever have faith that I was gonna make them.
right. So, he ain't gonna get no A. We need $10.
But see, my thought was my thing was this:
buy you a car if you go on the honor roll. Whatever.
With my two older brothers, my joy was just doing better in school than they did. My joy is better to rub that shit in their face.
Okay.
So I was in the honor roll because I got to be like, ha, y'all got punished. I didn't have. Right. I'm the smart one. Because both my brothers could draw. I can't draw with shit. Both of them could whistle. I can't whistle. But what I could do,
while you work,
I could bust their ass in those ways. Yes, I could hum.
You come all the way to the A?
Yeah, I'm all the way to the A. So that was
I didn't
my
have
thing.
a hard bar. I didn't have a high bar. My brother, I hate to say it, but I didn't have a hard.
It wasn't.
I didn't have a bar because it was just me.
Oh.
Right.
And with his expectations.
But let's get back. Okay. We went off. Get back to Baby Boy.
So what happened? Wait a minute. So what happened with my mouth was
a good story.
They did not skip me because they said I did not socialize because I was already a year younger than everybody already. Yes. They said I did not socialize with these kids. They said
really because you ain't fuck with people.
Right.
Yeah. They said I didn't socialize with people who supposedly my own age group. So if I skip the kids who've been 2, maybe 3 years older than me, they felt though I wouldn't socialize with anybody. I said, oh, okay. So I started socializing. So I became that kid. I don't give a fuck who you sit me next to. I'm going to talk to everybody. And so then they turned around and wrote my mother a note saying, oh, she talks too much. My mother wrote back, what you expect isn't what you wanted. Yeah, I still got my A's though, but
be careful what you wish for.
I hurry up, did all my work so I could talk to everybody. And when you move me next to the teacher, guess what I did? I talked to her.
Yeah, you go to school to learn. You don't go to school to make no friends.
Hey, what's up, bitch?
Yeah.
I have a student like that right now. One of my 12th graders. He irks my soul. It doesn't matter what I do or where I put him. Oh my God, he will not.
But what's his grades though? Is he good? Is he passed?
He all right.
Oh,
I mean, he's not. He could be.
See, he's
a senior with senioritis. He's just ready to graduate.
See, I was on honor roll from kindergarten through 6th grade.
And he's going to art school. So his thing is, I'm going to art school.
Arts. Okay, so
that's why teachers hated me.
Okay, so 8th grade dance.
Potential. He just won't do the work.
Right.
Does he do homework when he gets home? Enough to let my parents leave me alone. So I started it. Out, Sega.
He say Sega.
Sega.
That's what was out there.
Yeah.
So finish talking.
Okay, so
it's a good story. I'm sorry.
So 8th grade day. So we're there, and what happens is he takes his phone, he's taking his videos and pictures, whatever, his friends, whatever. Okay, so I look up and I look over, and I see this one girl, actually the third girl trying to get his attention, had taken his phone away from him. So I see him trying to get his phone back. So the mommy and me, I want to hop across that fucking table and grab that damn phone and give her a little bit of something. And she's a sweet little girl, so she wasn't get the full on, but she was gonna get some.
Was she gonna get like the back of the neck?
Yeah, she was gonna get the fucking phone. But
like, it ain't his phone. It's just my phone.
Thank you. So I said that I watched the interaction because I wanted to see how he would handle himself. So that's why the person in me stood by.
A learning experience.
Yes. Okay. So he did everything he could, reaching for the phone. And the whole time, like, he got the phone and she got the other end. They kind of like this. And he lost grip on the phone. So when he lost grip, she thought she had him. So she kind of like trying to turn. He just reached right the other way, grabbed the phone, snatched out her hand, and walked off. Now, you see my son, how he's always smiling.
Yeah.
He was...
Nothing?
No smile.
Wait, is this the one with the trash can?
Yes.
That one?
Yes.
He caught the...
Yes.
He got the gas face on?
Yes. So
wow.
I was like...
Wow.
I was like... And so it made me start to think, this is what you and I were talking about this morning, about teaching our kids, regardless of gender, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Because if the phone would have gotten broken, the screen or something got cracked in the melee of what was going on, her parents probably been the first ones to say, oh, like you said, they're just kids. Or that what she didn't mean any harm. She didn't mean that she mean this.
And then they'd have been on Judge Judy.
Right. No, we would have made the Judge Judy. We just
I got my been like real judge.
But
like real judge, somebody would have to die.
Oh shit.
But I'm sitting here. Here like and I said I'm talking, I was like, you know, she was trying to get your attention. He says, I know.
Hey, he little does he know, that's the best move to ever make. The best way you can get somebody to like you,
is to pretend like
you don't get it.
So I'm
it
just
works. As a police.
So
there's a story behind that.
I'm sitting here like,
it's not a good story as far as
if he would have went off and pushed her or hit her or something like that, he would have been wrong for putting his hands on her and all this other stuff.
That's why he was mad, because he wanted to.
And I'm not gonna lie, I need to talk to him.
Because it was one of his friends, like one of his male friends.
Right.
He probably punched him right in the back of his head and got his phone.
Right.
Exactly. If he had touched her in an inappropriate place, accidentally trying to get his phone back, then it'd have been a whole nother issue.
Right.
Yep.
And then I'd have had to come out my shoes because
we'd have been trying to get bail money this morning.
But I'm sitting here like
the angry man would have been.
I mean, I just got a commission check, so you'd have been good.
Thank you.
I'm good.
I got you.
I ain't get no taxes back this year, but I got a little change.
I appreciate money in my books. Thank you.
She said steal my books.
Because she meant that shit.
Because I meant that. Oh, I meant that shit. And I'm like, but you're right. But you're right. That is valid. And, that's like, that even goes back to I remember we had this whole conversation about when the Solange and the elevator thing with Solange beating up on Jay-Z, and it's like, you know what?
Right.
If he had turned around and smacked the shit out of her, then everybody would have had a problem with it. But right. Everybody had a problem with Jay, but people were laughing and people making jokes about her beating him up. He got his ass beat. Well, what was he supposed to do?
What was the option?
The alternative was for him to hit her ass back, and then it'd been a whole nother problem.
Because social norms is like, okay, you can say what you want.
Right.
Like, I mean, a lot of y'all watching, y'all don't know me. But I know if for whatever reason the universe turns left and we're not friends no more, and me decides she's going to kick my ass or whatever, like it is on, I think me hitting me back was well within my rights, because Slim Rick is not Slim. She combat ready. So
little G.I. Jane action, little G.I. Jane.
So, but
where my halo at?
But being that
Jack Cider today.
But being that I don't. But me being me, I don't see me actually starting a beef with a dude just because she feels like society says she can't get hit back.
Right. Hey, Mamo. Hey, Big Daddy. But you know what?
I was saying, Mama Six. Hey, Mama
First of all, women need to understand this. Majority of a law, especially when it comes to criminality, doesn't have a gender. There's no law to say a man should not hit a woman. That's all you're saying.
That's social norms.
That's social norms. That's not a law. So when somebody's like, oh, he hit a female, call the police. There's no he hit a female law. It's assault. So if I swing on face on live thing and then he decided to swing back, I was the aggressor. I swung first. Police should arrest me, not him. He has the right to defend himself regardless. Even he's stronger than me. It doesn't matter. Because if you hit me, I'm going to hit your ass back. It's a natural reaction.
Right.
So, and that's the thing about we started teaching our daughters at a young age. I tell my daughter, do not put your hands on a man. I don't care if you talk. And my daughter a little strong. She a little strong. She got weightlifting records at her school. But, yeah, I know. But, so she's strong. She's strong. She broke 3 records in her school before she graduated. But, so she's strong as hell. So I understand that.
She's not a dude.
But she's not. I'm like, I don't care if you're taller than him. I don't care if you think you're stronger than him. I don't care. Whatever the case might be. He's still a man. God made him, designed him to be stronger than you. Do not raise your hands to a man. Don't do it. Now,
this natural living of being a dude, you've been hit before. Period. Mike Tyson once said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
You get in the damn face. Especially on Mike Tyson. But on top, but the other side is never be afraid to fight for yourself.
Correct.
You know, when it all come down to it, you know, you do whatever you got to do. You go out swinging, yes. But don't just walk with some dude because you don't like what he said to you or your friends and you're going to hop in his face. Don't do that. Right. Don't do that. That's not.
I had a friend who used to do that all the time. And my thing was, no way. But then when he would hit her, then she ready to go press charges. She ready to go to the police. And I'm like, but you put your hands on him first. And I don't know what you want me to do with that.
Hey, I mean,
I'm not with you.
Right. I can't support that. No,
I see videos now sometimes.
Like, my daughter,
Exactly, Carolyn. Don't start no one, be none.
Because number one, she's stronger.
Exactly.
She's stronger than most people at her school as well. Dancing, swimming, gymnastics, blah blah, whatever.
She's athletic.
Right.
She not prissy outside of her hair.
Right.
She'll spend hours on that.
Right. Yeah, you talk here.
Spend out forever on that. I can't never get to work on time. Mess around with her and her hair.
She's a cutie. She got to keep it going.
Yeah, that's right.
But when she told me one day, it's like something happened on the bus. And I think after talking trash, and she was a little bit better than the person talking trash to.
See?
And he decided, I think he cooked her up or something like that. And I was like, and she's telling me the story. She's telling me this whole story. I'm like, did you punch me in the throat? Like, I'm saying, when you got up, did you punch me in the throat? I'm like, I don't understand what happened. Like, where? Because I was like, like there's a driver who's driving, blah blah, who's else on the bus. And I'm like, but did you like punch him in the throat?
In result,
did you defend yourself?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he clipped her up and stuff. Yeah,
this wasn't provoked action. Like, he assaulted you.
Right. And you have a right to defend yourself. Absolutely.
And I'm sure if you felt you was right there, whatever.
Exactly. Keep your hands to yourself.
She was like, I wasn't hurt. But
that's what we have to
That's beside the point.
That right. That's right.
But it's
but that's what I'm saying. As parents, I'm not a parent, godmama, auntie, whatever.
Right.
That is the lesson we need to send.
But just
keep your hands to your fucking self.
Everybody heard what I just said. I asked, did she tell the driver first before I asked the person the question?
Right. I want to be clear. I want to be clear.
I asked you to tell the driver about whatever. He was like, well, he didn't really do nothing or say anything. So that was my next question. Did you punch him in the throat?
Right.
But see,
because,
and that's the problem. Like, when I was in 10th grade, I had this guy, and he might have liked me. I don't know. I didn't really care because I didn't like him. I told
you cannot be the don't
right.
in your head. You're not fighting. You're not taking no classes.
Right.
Or nothing.
That's not our,
yeah. You want to fight.
Right.
Exactly.
What I'm saying, defend yourself and then tell somebody and you tell me, I got your back.
Right. I got your back.
I got your back either way. Just
right. I had this.
Put yourself enough to get out of the situation.
I had this guy in 10th grade. We took I took photojournalism in 10th grade.
Wait,
and
what was it Don Pablo? No.
Oh no. No, I went to another high school before I got there. I was there 11th, 12th grade year. This is 10th grade year. I went to Tech my 10th grade year.
Well, yeah, we need to teach them how to problem solve without using violence.
Yes, we do.
Right.
We do.
Right.
And so I had this one boy who sit behind me all the time. And he would sit behind me and kick me in my butt.
Alex. Thank you.
He would sit behind me and kick me in my butt.
What?
Yeah, because his whole thing was, I ain't have a butt. He gonna try to make my butt bigger. Okay.
Is that how? Because I need a butt. I want to take some of this.
I know. Right.
Yeah, they say that's called a Brazilian.
I need a Brazilian.
But I don't want a Nicki Minaj.
I thought the Brazilian was something else.
That's a Brazilian wax. A Brazilian. They call it Brazilian butt lift,
right?
Where they take a little bit of this and they put. But I just want because I have a flat. Yeah, I got a flat butt, so I just want a little roundness to it.
I want a little. I want that.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't want.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't need that. Yeah, I don't want all that.
Yeah, I
just want a little.
Yeah,
just a little bit of.
Yeah. So in his opinion, and mind you, I was like 14, 15 years old, and his 13 or 14, and in his opinion, my butt wasn't big enough. So he goes, and I can only take with someone. This is back when I was actually kind of nice.
Oh, he wanted your number.
Yeah,
he wasn't getting it. He wasn't getting that. He wasn't getting that. Okay, so this is what he got. So
this is gonna be good.
I told him, I said, please stop.
Please.
Because I'm being nice.
And stop.
I said, please stop. I don't feel like it right now. No, you're gonna keep kicking. So
was it the chair or your actual behind?
No, it was my butt. He kicked me in my butt.
Oh no.
He wasn't kicking my chair. He was kicking me.
All right.
So
please continue.
He had just got braces.
Shit.
And he had just got his braces tightened. He had just had an adjustment.
I don't like where this is going.
So I said, please stop. And he said no. Now, mind you, I'm going to be straight out honest with y'all. This is about to erase all the shit that I just said about not swinging first. But I was provoked.
I'm about to say he kicked you.
So he kept doing it. Second time, would you please stop? You know, it's layers.
It's layers to this.
It's layers to craziness.
I said, please stop. I said, because I'm going to be forced to hurt you.
Violence.
He thought that was funny.
Too, Mama said,
so he said he kicked me again. I said, look, this is the last time I'm gonna fucking tell you, don't kick me again, because I'm gonna hit you in your fucking face. He kicked me.
Okay, wait.
We in class. We are in class.
You actual words.
Yes.
Hit you in your fucking
face. Yes, because we're level 3 now.
DEFCON 3?
We're DEFCON 3.
DEFCON 3?
Yes.
Cool.
So by this time I'm mad. And we are in class, and the teacher was in class. And I said it loud enough. I said, stop kicking me, and say his name loud enough for the teacher to hear. But that bitch ain't like me. That's a whole nother conversation. So, because her and I had it out. So she actually didn't like me. One of the teacher things, she didn't like me. So I wind up, I turned around the last time he kicked me, and I turned around and I punched him like right here. He gonna say to me, I thought you said, oh, I told I was hit him with a book. He said, I thought you hit him with a book. I said, you calling me a liar? And I grabbed this big ass book, them hardback books, and I flat side right in his fucking face. Bam! And he was sitting behind it. You know how old schools in DC got the concrete car? Yeah. So when I hit him in his face, he hit his head on the column. And I sat my ass back down, got my pencil. What was the note I missed? And kept on fucking taking notes. He ain't kicking me no more.
I bet he didn't. I knew that.
Because you're not going to call me a fucking liar. That's what you're not going to do.
I'm going to send my girl over, y'all. For the weekend. I'm not trying to stress
get some of that, right. Get some of that combat training.
I'm not trying to stress you out or nothing. Just to
because
see, hang. They
hit show.
Oh, I don't know what they just said, but okay.
Right.
No, it's fine. Yeah, he was good for that some shit. Yes.
So I was like,
so that's what goofy niggas
because
do.
See, my thing is, when I asked him the first time, I said, could you please stop kicking me? I had already started playing the shit out my head.
I had to let go and let God on that ass.
Yes. And I was like, I had already stopped. Like, please. I was like, okay, what? Because in my mind,
now windmilling time.
There you go.
See, okay. So with my brother, the brother that grew up that's right over me, I wasn't allowed to windmill anybody. He wouldn't allow it. It had to be
jabs.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's a big brother thing because my brother was the same way.
See,
my brother was like, "What you not gonna do?"
Thank you.
And see, that's why I used to tell people like. I remember one time this bully kept fucking with me in school. See? And I remember I said to her, I
showed my daughter how to throw a punch on balance. I'm like, why you off balance?
Thank you.
And I had to let her know because what happened was one day I finally snapped and me and her ended up fighting. And everybody was like, because everybody thought I was scared of her because I wouldn't fight her.
Right.
And my thing was, no. I'm not scared of you. I'm scared of my daddy. And I ain't trying to get suspended. Like that's what my fear was, getting suspended. It wasn't fighting you. I was never afraid to fight that bitch. It was, I'm afraid that once I get done fighting and they call my mom. Remember, I went to a small Catholic school. I wasn't trying to get suspended.
Right.
So finally she pushed me to a point where I never forget I had some chips and she tried to snatch them damn chips out of my hand.
Not the chips.
The chips.
Like, was it us?
It was, it was Gibbles. Remember Gibbles?
Oh shit.
Remember Gibbles?
Oh,
it was some Gibbles, salt and sour cream and onion. Man,
what?
You remember Gibbles?
Man,
what happened to Gibbles?
I had no idea.
Okay, Gibbles were good. Anyway,
tell the story if we want to tell it.
Right, I know. So she went to go put her hand in my chips, and I snatched her naked ass hands. I snatched the bag. So then she tried to snatch the bag from me. That was it.
Whole bag?
I blacked out.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I blacked out. And what I remember when it was over, when I came to, I was slamming her head against the chalkboard, and after that, everybody was like, yo, Crystal, whoa. Because they thought I was scared of her.
No.
And I was like, they were like, yo, you was straight jabbing. Like the dude was like,
I'm telling you,
the
chips.
Right, the dude was like, you was straight jabbing.
We have a first timer here, only being real. Hey.
Welcome to the room. Come on in. Welcome.
But you know what? The thing about it's
like and subscribe.
Right.
That's it. Like and subscribe.
Well, you know what? The funny thing about it is, and I truly do understand the blackout thing because that's that fit of rage. That's a fucking fit of rage. I can't call it anything else.
Never been there.
I done had a few episodes there. I hit one boy. Oh my God, 3rd grade, motherfucker kept kicking me. He kept kicking me under the chair.
I clearly don't play with my food. That's clearly not something I did.
He kept kicking me under my chair, and I was like, "Please stop!"
I remember that when people would kick you under your chair.
Yes, and he kept kicking me, and
we have to stop doing, and I do it. But what we have to stop doing is saying, "Oh, that means he like you."
Yeah,
it's not okay.
Stop.
And I know some things are kids will be kids, and I'm not. Some things are kids will be kids, and I'm not saying that they can't be kids,
right?
But there's a point where they have to understand that it's
And you have to teach your kids that the first time. Why does somebody keep saying something to you over and over and over again? He kicked me under the table, and the funny thing, our table was right in the front. Teacher's desk right here. I turned to her. I said, "He kicking me." She gonna say to me, "Well, handle it." Oh. Okay, open door policy. Here we go. Auntie told me.
I got you.
So, what did I do? He kicked me the last time. I said, "It's the last motherfucker." Because I'm not, okay, so hold up. I used to curse when I was a kid. Yes, I did. And my mother used to curse. So, when y'all was saying about, now I'm not going to say I intentionally cursed around my mama, but when I got mad, I'm trying to tell you, you know how Charlie Brown's teacher everything becomes white noise. I don't know who in the room. I don't really care. So when he kicked me, I said, "This is the last fucking time you're going to kick me." So I reached across the table, dragged his little short ass, because he was shorter than me, dragged his little short ass across the table and got the weller in his fucking face. I learned that from one of my other brothers. And I saw, he broke free. I lost my grip. So I grabbed the chair and chased him. The school we were in was open space, but they had these little conference rooms you could go into. He ran to the conference room and locked the door. So I tried to use the metal chairs. I tried to break the glass with the chair, but there was plexiglass. And I couldn't get that shit to fucking break.
You need a sharp edge.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
That's how plexiglass works.
I couldn't get that damn glass to break, and it didn't.
Not with a chance, because. I didn't have one sharp edge.
I didn't have it. It was a new school with all new equipment.
I teaching kids how to break shit.
I didn't have it. I didn't. Yes, old school classroom. I didn't have. I
wasn't smart.
I couldn't get to his ass. I could not get to his ass. And then they had to call the principal. The teacher couldn't get
exactly sharp edge in the corner glass. I know what I'm saying.
It would. I couldn't. It was a chair. It was a metal chair with the rounded legs. I couldn't.
Right.
I couldn't.
But the one is.
And it wasn't until I heard them say, because they couldn't get the teachers. None of the teachers could get me stopped. They couldn't get the chair in my hand. I tried to kick the fucking glass in. I was trying to get to him. I couldn't get to him. And I did not stop until I heard them say, "Call the principal." And that's when I calmed the fuck down. And guess who did not get suspended? Guess who was back in school the next day. Because he came down, he knew us. He was like, "Oh, that baby girl." Ain't no work every
Ain't know what we knew.
Ain't no work every time.
Actually, now that we telling stories, Tamia. Because I remember she got in trouble. Little boy was messing with her. And whatever. And the teacher.
Thank you. Put your hands on you, gonna get it.
That's right.
Teacher broke it up.
Mm-hmm.
How she got in trouble while she was sitting down,
mm-hmm.
They had her sit down, whatever, she was still mad. So when teacher walked away, she ran around and attacked.
That's the thought.
Because she was sitting there like.
right. Like, I'm not done.
Right.
Not done. I thought I was done, but I'm not done.
Well, you know what's so funny? I remember one time, so I have brothers, and it's a whole other story, but the two by my mother. So the oldest one, my mom. So we all walked home because we didn't go to our neighborhood school. We lived in the neighborhood, then we moved, but the principal was like, "Y'all can still go here." It wasn't that far. We got to walk to school. Just wasn't our neighborhood school per se. So
like 2 blocks too far.
Yeah, right, exactly. I can see it. Right.
Like
so our mama was like, "Y'all need to walk home together." Now the brother in between us, I don't know where he was that day. I don't know if he was sick or something, but I was sitting in my kindergarten class and wait for the oldest one to come get me. He didn't come get me. He was late because I have a halo. The teacher was like, "Well, go ahead." She was like, "Go ahead. You know his class?" I was like, "Of course." She said, "Well, go ahead and walk to his class because only if you keep sitting here waiting on him, something must be going on." I get to his class and they were sitting there because they got in trouble. So me being me, I walked in and I was like, "Ha, ha, ha, y'all." And mind you, I'm like 5 years old. I'm like, "Ha, ha, y'all all in trouble. Y'all don't know how to act in class." Okay. Because again, I'm the youngest. I got a little bit liberties than the other ones did. So I'm sitting there and I'm
dealing with this bullshit now.
So I'm sitting there like, okay, can we go? Because we gotta get home. I don't want to get in trouble. We gotta be home by a certain. I think I'm home like 3:20, 3:30. Like we gotta get home. And so we're sitting there. So one of his classmates, a female, gonna look at me, and then she said something to me, something smart or whatever. And I was like, well, that's why you don't know. That's why you in here now, because you don't know how to act. So I went over by his desk and I was talking to him and I'm like, what did y'all do? What happened? What happened? What happened? And so she was like, shut up.
Mama Six, don't be teaching her how to break the plexiglass. Please. Don't give her no tips.
I said it.
He already told her, don't give her no tips. So you see she doesn't need them, correct?
So I went over, I was talking, and so she said something. I was like, well, she said, shut up. And I was like, well, maybe if you know how to act, you wouldn't be sitting here. Maybe if you shut up, you can get the leave on time. When I tell you, and she said something else to me, and she was a heavyset girl. And I said to her, I said, something, you fat bitch.
Fat and bitch?
Fat, yeah.
At the same time?
Yes. Because I was that. Yeah, I was that kid. Because again, shit pissed me off. When I tell you, she smacked all the heaven out of me.
All of the heaven.
All of it.
I heard all the hell, but all the heaven too.
The halo and everything.
The halo
went.
That halo was gone. I had to get a new halo. When I tell you her,
new hashtag home.
Smacked all the heaven.
She smacked all the heaven out of me. Mind you, again, I'm like 5. Her whole side, her whole hand covered the whole side of my face. I got Yes, I was 5. I was 5 years. I was 5. I had 2. I grew up with 2. I have a lot. Anyway, it's a whole nother story. But anyway, so
smacked all the heaven.
So she smacked the bejesus out of me. I mean, the whole side of my face. I looked at her.
Smacked all the heaven. That's all
okay,
we can go with that.
So I still had this really, really high pitched scream. Like I can damn near break glass with my scream.
I don't need to hear that now.
So I turned around. I looked at my brother. And I was like, I started she smacked the shit out of me. Instant tears. They came from my toes. Instant tears.
Tears from the toes.
Tears from the toes.
Tears from
and
the toes.
I started crying and I looked at him. When I tell you, because he's strong as shit. He was strong then. He jumped up, reached across that table, wrapped his hands up in the collar of her shirt, dragged her ass across the table, not smacking. When I tell you he was punching, he was drilling into her face, and I couldn't say nothing but kill that bitch, kill her down. He went
at 5.
Yeah, she smacked me.
You needed therapy.
That bitch smacked me. She smacked me.
Yeah.
He was well.
She's the ringleader of her whole
family.
Yes,
I was the mouthpiece between the 3 of us. I was the mouthpiece. I was the one. If the shit was said, it probably 95% it was me. When I tell you, he beat the holy hell out of that girl to the point of he had 3 of his classmates on his back trying to pull. And every time they pulled him, she would come further across the table because he wasn't letting go. He was not letting go. And I was like, kill her, bitch. Oh my God, that shit was so funny.
So how long did he get?
Oh, he was on her about 2 or 3 minutes. They had to call one of the janitors to get him off of her. Like, he was welling on her ass. But guess what didn't get suspended though?
That's your problem now. You guys ain't never get in trouble. That's your damn problem. Anyway, y'all. So look, okay.
With anything.
So look, all right.
You always get away with anything. Call me first.
Exactly. Call me.
Call me first.
Yeah, I'll commit a crime with your ass, and you won't never get in trouble. Right. But no, you don't get in trouble. My ass will be in jail. No.
He didn't get suspended. We went to the principal's office, and we got down there. I knew what to do. As soon as we got in there, I started crying. You see my face? She hit me.
So you're an actress too.
I'm good.
All right, so we got to transition. We've been doing this.
Okay.
I know we don't go so
we're
running real long. We're running real long.
I know.
But I want to say this to you guys. I did this purposely. I left this to the end of the show, not out of any disrespect, but I do want to send a rest in paradise to Nipsey Hussle. Prayers to his family. The story has been talked about. We know the situation.
Right.
I can honestly say I did not know Nipsey Hussle as an artist. I knew who he was. Hussle. See, I keep wanting to say Nipsey Hussle, the actor.
Right.
As an artist, I knew who he was, but I can honestly say that I don't own not a piece of music from him. I did not realize that he was as big of a community activist
right.
until his death, unfortunately.
Right.
And what I have noticed this week is a lot of conversation has started around.
Really? Throw a rock and hide your hand?
A lot of conversation has started about community activism, about, government conspiracies, about, knowing your enemy. Your haters will be the first ones, because this is somebody that Nipsey was friends with. This is somebody that he tried to help, that they had some sort of personal conflict. And this man, shot him. She shot him in the head. He got shot in the head like 3 or 4 times. Like
because somebody sent me a picture.
That's another case. I'm sorry.
Somebody showed me a picture of. It's a group picture with
and they're in the picture together.
Yeah, and you see Nipsey in the back, and you see the guy in the front. So somebody he possibly might have called a friend or at least acquaintance was the one who ended his life. Who took the father from 2 kids.
Yeah.
There was a quote on that. It was like they will pay somebody
Oh yeah.
Like to end your life, but then they will like.
Yeah, I think they were. I think they were both. They were both Crips. I think they were.
It
both
doesn't even matter. Like give them enough money. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like
the good thing that has come out of it, though, we see that there are people who are saying we're going to keep his work moving forward. We're going to keep it going. Good. We saw that there was a gang summit where they're coming together for peace, which people can criticize all they want, but even if it's peace for one night, that's one night that somebody didn't get killed.
Right.
That's one night that somebody didn't get shot. Yeah. So for however long the peace can last, I say we just take it, we enjoy it, and we hope that more people will step up and continue to move in the community
and stop the violence.
If they really, really are going about what Nipsey was trying to do, like there should be peace, period.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because even if you wasn't doing right this whole time, yeah, man, there's money there that you made. What he was trying to do, buy the community back, build it up, make it a black community, and all of that. Like the money's there, you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you was hustling for a little while, I'm just saying.
Right?
Like,
it's
all there.
No, it is. It is there. Yeah.
You are the community, but pay attention.
Right.
All of those houses that's been abandoned for like forever.
Mm-hmm.
All those strip malls, they got the for sale sign up that's been there for whoever knows how long.
Reinvest into your own. Yeah, take that
all
money.
Of that. Buy it.
Because that's something that T.I. is doing. T.I. is doing that. He's buying in the lower income areas of Atlanta. He's actually buying. He's always has, but I'm just saying. I know they were highlighting it on the Family Hustle. Him and Mike, Killer Mike, are working together on some projects, and you see where they're. T.I.'s always been about giving back to his community.
The first season of that when he came on.
He has always been about giving back. But
that's why he got the show, because it was like there was a internet thing on.
Oh, is that what it was?
Like he bought a neighborhood.
No,
he bought a neighborhood and he was building it up. Like they drove to it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see like the houses being built. Like
he's still doing that. So, he's still moving forward. So I wanted to mention it. I had a bunch of stuff written down, but we kind of running long. We can touch on it another day. But I want to say that we know it's important to continue to move forward and just be active. And like I said, that's why I really want to do the support. It's funny because I was texting one of the Sunshine and Sons. I was telling him you wanted some biscuits, and he was like, he said you were so cool when you came through. He was like, you were cool, and and all that kind of stuff. So, so just to continue supporting. Like I said, I'm gonna put all that stuff out with Sarita Salsa. If you're in the DMV area, reach out. Get you something for that cookout, for the party, for the NBA final party you might be having, whatever. We got 2 more things I want to touch on.
So let her hang out with you. Sarita's cool.
Yeah, Sarita's cool. 2 more things I want to touch on, and then we're gonna wrap it up because we're almost 2 hours. And you got to get baby boy the swim lessons.
Like it's the first time.
Well, it ain't the first, and it won't be the last. So here's the thing: we're gonna touch a little bit on in our black folk and fuckery. What do we call it? The
fun and fuckery.
The fun and fuckery. Easter Sunday.
It's like that damn 8th grade dance.
First of all,
the suits come out at night.
Hey,
the suits come out at night.
What? Now let me say this to y'all. Let me say this to y'all about this whole situation. My mama's trying to bully me into going to church. I don't do church holidays. Now I go to church, but the 2 Sundays I don't go to church:
Easter
and Christmas. I don't whatever that Sunday around Christmas, because I'm not sitting through the children's choir, the young adult choir, the contemporary choir, the old choir, the senior choir. I'm not sitting through everybody sing their own version of whatever.
The usher dance.
The liturgical dance. I'm not sitting through the kid doing their Easter play. I'm not doing none of that.
The young choir revival.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that.
The guest preacher.
The mixed adult choir.
The 5 offerings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. Easter Sunday, I ain't doing it.
And the parade of pastels. Can't do it. Y'all know some mint green, some Jubilee blue.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
And orange.
Orange, lime green. We got the lime green. And don't forget the gators. Don't forget the colored gators. Looking like you came out of Detroit.
Right,
okay?
right.
So,
it could be St. Louis.
You know what? My auntie's always, she didn't go to church on Easter Sunday either. She was
Elton hashtag that for me. Parade of pastels.
Parade of pastels.
Another hashtag for us. Parade of pastels. You know what? I'll do it.
Monty's always say she leave Easter Sunday for those who are leaving to meet God.
Meeting revivals, okay? We doing that.
I was watching a movie Leap of Faith the other day with Steve Martin. It's like,
I remember it.
It came on. I love that movie. I was watching it the other day. I've never been to a tent revival, and it may be blasphemous of me.
My man.
He got you.
He got
it.
Y'all know it's gonna be some green, some mint green, some canary yellow.
I don't do it. I can't.
With the white, and no matter what color dress she got on, she gonna have the little girl gonna have white socks with the ruffles fold down
and the press and curl from the night before.
Yes. And you know what? As a kid, I loved patent leather shoes. I can't buy a pair now. I can't bring myself because I just think Easter.
Oh, lavender. Yeah, the
lavender. Yeah, lavender's a big Easter. I ain't gonna lie, I still got a damn dress.
The last time I was actually in a church was my godson's
christening.
Yeah, that whole.
How did you?
Not mothballs and brood.
How did?
He said church smelled like mothballs and brood.
Right. Oh, not Brute though. Brute by Fabergé.
Not the Peeps.
Let me tell you them nasty ass Peeps. If they don't stop making them shits,
the kids love them.
Who?
I didn't know.
The kids.
I never liked Peeps. I never liked jelly beans. I don't eat chocolate. So Easter was clearly not my holiday.
Right. I don't like jelly beans either.
Now I'll be honest, I like the jelly bellies now. Well, like the different but I still only certain flavors. Like I love the butter popcorn.
Oh, like the regular jelly beans. They got the three colors in the bag.
I can't do it.
I don't do marshmallows, so Peep was never my thing.
I don't do. Yeah.
I
don't do chocolate. So I never like the chocolate bunnies.
What's the other thing you can't eat? Was it cinnamon?
I like cinnamon.
What was it? It was something that you can't eat or swallow. Like it was
coconuts.
Coconut.
Okay. You don't do coconut.
No. I don't like the coconut.
Sorry.
I don't like candy corn either.
I don't really fuck with
candy corn either. You know what? So when I became an adult, I was like all of a sudden candy corn became nasty.
But
I can't do it. Elton loves Peeps and jelly beans. Well, you can have all mine.
Right, we love.
And then you got an eraser?
You can have all mine, Elton, because I can't do none of it.
You got an eraser?
Oh, you lost your back?
Yeah, it just literally just fell off.
Oh, we'll look for it.
Show goes on. Hit show. Show goes on.
Okay. All right. You know what? Beware of the parade of pastels.
Right.
In the next weeks, because we know what's about to happen. Well, Elton he like Peeps and candy corn, so you can have all mine.
So does Alex Nunes. He said candy corn is the shit.
It's shit. I can't.
Y'all can have it.
I can't. Halloween, I will hook you up. I can't stand that. Like that's blasphemy. Gives my can't do it.
She said,
Jelly beans are good except for the black and white ones. That surprises me that you don't like black and white or anything. Big Daddy. I know Big Daddy.
Oh God.
And black and white are his colors. I'm surprised you don't like black and white. Anything that's black and white.
That's a white jelly bean?
Yeah. You know, they look clearish kind. They're like the clearish. Anyway.
That's probably the most natural ones.
So you had a top 5. We gotta wrap it up. You had a
top 5. So I was watching Rampage with The Rock. Yes.
Before you do that, everybody catch episode 4.
Oh, we didn't talk about American Gods. Oh no, we didn't.
Episode 4.
Talk about American Gods. Tell us about American Gods.
Look,
I know.
Look, all I'm saying is, you don't watch the show. Watch it.
If you don't watch it, watch it.
Watch it. Just watch it, just to see what the African gods do. I didn't know. I actually watched the whole opening credits. Apparently, Orlando Jones, the dude from the 7 commercials,
and
all of that,
Drumline,
and all of that. He has influence on the show. So the first speech he gave, season 1, he was the African god, the slaves on the slave ship. They were praying to him.
Oh, wait a minute. Ebony said no spoilers. She hasn't seen season 2 yet.
All right. Well, I'll try to edit myself.
Oh, we had season 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a new show.
Season 2. Yeah. Episode 1, just the speech he gave to tell the slaves, they were praying to him, like, save them, get them out of these chains, get them back and all of that. And he was like, look. And he basically broke down what was going to happen to them. Mm-hmm. Period. To them, their families, the next generation, the generation after that, and all of that.
Big Daddy T said it was fantastic. The speech was fantastic.
Like, it was a deep breakdown.
Really?
Of basically life in modern Black America.
Oh, really? So basically, you have to suffer.
He was like, look, the best thing you can do right now, when let you out these chains, is to kill everybody on the ship and die. Because you're going to die anyway. You're going to die anyway. How you want to do it. Because his thing throughout the whole show is anger gets shit done. Anger gets shit done. It gets shit done. That's what I'm saying. So
of course you agree.
After that speech, of course, he freed everybody, and they killed everybody on the ship. Like the old, how do you say a lot of Dutch ships didn't make it because burned out of the sea.
That's for sure what happened.
They prayed to the gods and got free and killed everybody on the ship, including themselves.
Okay, I'm going to go back and watch it.
The speech he gave last week, it was Malcolm X-ish. I'm trying not to give
Big Daddy. Ebony Crosby said that speech from season 1 was everything.
Right. But I'm sorry, Ebony. The speech he gave in season 2, it was Malcolm X-ish.
Hashtag that Malcolm X-ish.
Malcolm X-ish.
It was like everything that you need to hear was wrong with your life right now, and you should be mad. Period. And it wasn't just him; it was him and it was 2 other African gods.
Mama said, "Is it on Hulu or Netflix?"
It's on Stars. I want to say Stars.
Yes, American Gods.
Yeah, I want to say Stars. It's on. Come on Sundays. Yeah, Stars. I want to say Stars. So
that's why. Okay.
The speech he gave, in the 4th episode. Sam, he was basically telling, because one African god, she's back and forth on.
Mind you, no spoilers.
She's back and forth, new or old, or whatever, river culture. And there's one god who's been around since season 1, the Undertaker. And you got to watch the show.
Like the rapper, the Undertaker. I mean, the wrestler, the Undertaker.
No.
Oh man,
African guy? How you gonna white dude be? I
thought it was like the guy who was the Undertaker acting, like The Rock was an actor, like Stone Cold. That's what I thought you were saying. Oh, okay.
African guy. It was so.
Since you're on the pirated website,
hey, I ain't mad at you.
You know what?
Right.
Matter of fact, let me know where you found it.
You know what?
So, and he's talking to them. They're trying to find a middle ground. He comes in like, nah, this is what's happening to the ancestors of our worshipers right now. And he basically broke down right now. And his thing, anger gets shit done. So what are we going to do to piss our people off so we can get shit done?
I'm going to have to catch this.
Because it's therapeutic.
It was
I'm going to have to.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, it was crazy. Missing Nancy. Missing Nancy, man, he was a G on that.
You know what?
Because he basically told the other 2, like, nigga, fuck the dumb shit y'all fucking talking about.
Well, and I'm glad to see Orlando Jones back on TV and things like that, because I think he's a really good actor.
He's like he produced a few episodes. Producer, directed. I think I saw him credits. Like he's in the
good.
show.
I mean, but
He's just not an actor on the show. Like he's in the show.
But I'm happy to see him back in front of the camera because I really do like him. And different I've seen him in so many different roles. He does a really good.
Evolution's on Netflix.
I love that. I have the DVD. I love that.
Evolution's on Netflix.
That's a show.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Evolution.
It's Orlando Jones, David Duchovny from X-Files, playing a whole new role. And Sean Scott Williams, Stifler from American Pie.
I know you're talking about, but I mean, I don't.
I got the DVD.
The movie's good. It's on.
Okay.
It's a fun. Evolution. It's funny.
Right. So Mink has our top 5 for this.
Five for this week. And it came to me. I was getting dressed to come here. I was watching the end of Skyscraper with The Rock.
All right, little baby, too much. We wasn't gonna try to do spoilers because you know Ebony hadn't seen it yet, so we was gonna try to not do spoilers.
It's a great dumb movie. It is. Evolution. It's
hilarious.
It is. And the scene in the Jeep when he was smacking his butt.
The same one when what's the girl? She was running to the Jeep when she fell.
Yes. What's her name? Julianne Moore. Redhead. Julianne Moore.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
All right.
So I mean, you got all these.
I'm gonna have to catch it up.
Yeah, it's hilarious. A lot of great actors doing a dumbass movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's one of them.
Dan Aykroyd's in the joint.
Yes. It's one of them could be a cult classic later on.
Okay.
That's gonna be the show.
And it's an alien type. It's a sci-fi comedy.
They had a TV show, a cartoon on that joint afterwards.
So yeah. Okay, so top 5. I can't remember. I was watching Skyscraper with The Rock with Dwayne Johnson.
So top 5 actors.
So top 5. Okay, so top 5 actors. If the characters that they played were real. Like how I think, like Tom Cruise. Like I think Tom Cruise really think his ass worked for like MI6 or something like that.
So Denzel is Malcolm X.
So Denzel, let's say the guy from Equalizer.
But I mean, like Malcolm X, like he was Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And he was Mr. McCall from Equalizer.
Yes. So
I've never seen Equalizer.
And she talk about black movies.
I've never seen it.
You gonna say neither one Equalizer?
1 and 2? 1 or 2?
Keanu Reeves thinks he's John Wick. He's really.
Hold on. Now,
he's Neo. I don't give a damn.
No, he's John Wick.
He's Neo.
I couldn't get into I saw the first one.
I didn't get it. They lost me after Red Pill Booty.
Yeah, unfortunately
I've seen all 3, but I didn't
get it.
I didn't. Heath Ledger was a Joker,
and unfortunately,
he turned 40. He would have turned 40 this week.
Wow.
Last week.
Because he was 20.
But that was part of his problem, is that he couldn't get out of being the Joker.
He couldn't get out of his head. Yeah.
And they're making a Joker movie.
Yeah, they doing. I saw the trailer. Okay, so I have Denzel.
Okay, so my question is this:
okay.
If you were ever in a tight situation and you had to have somebody come save you,
John Wick.
The character.
Yeah, but so who would you like? Which actor do you think would come?
John Wick.
You would get okay.
I'd want John Wick to save me in any situation.
How many? Top 5?
Top 5.
Okay. Okay. Keanu.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Damon.
Okay.
As
Jason Bourne.
As Jason Bourne.
See, I saw the first one. I couldn't. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason Bourne.
I like all the first camera.
Denzel.
Okay.
Because Man on Fire, Denzel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Man on Fire, Denzel.
Yeah. I want that Denzel. I want the Man on Fire, Denzel.
That movie. I watched.
I want the chick, the chick who the girl with the dragon tattoo. I want her.
I've never seen that movie.
Wow.
Oh wow. The original.
The original was crazy. Yeah.
Was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's yes.
I want her to save me. And then not be mad at me no more.
Tyler Durden. Brad Pitt, Fight Club.
I said movie one time, so everyone.
I've seen it. If I needed a lawyer or somebody like to get me out of a tight spot, I would want Tom Cruise in You Couldn't Handle the Truth.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
Was that it?
I'd want Joe Pesci.
From
My Cousin Vinny.
Stop playing. Huh?
The two youths. The two youths.
That's what top people all the time. Thank you.
What?
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
I've
seen it one time.
It's like
I've seen it. Uno times.
It's ridiculous.
Uno.
Like the movie goes left after like 20 minutes. It just goes left. Not like, but you don't know it goes left.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, you like, God damn.
You know what I thought was funny about that movie? All the guys walk around with their face all beat up. They sit on the street. They're like,
I think Madea saves.
Not Madea.
You know what?
No, not Madea.
Tyler Perry comes.
Now, if I was in a street fight, yeah, Madea could come handle it.
Madea ain't gonna fight though.
What? She gonna shoot, and keep shooting.
Well, how would she handle it?
And actually, Denzel and what was that? The one with him and Deadpool was in.
Safe House.
Safe House. Because
Ryan Reynolds.
Because he got shot and he was pissed. Matter of fact, he shot the dude that he'd already killed just because he was mad that he got shot. Like, you watch that scene, it was like, he shot like bam. It was like, bam! Because motherfucker.
You shot me, right?
You shot me.
905, absolutely 905.
Yeah, that's who I need.
That man, that's the original John Wick.
You know what I love about? Okay, I was saddened with Man on Fire because he died.
Yeah, John Wick doesn't save, he kills, but then he can come kill everybody and I would be okay.
And we're gonna go home later on.
Exactly.
For some Netflix and chill.
Right, Netflix and chill.
I want Cleo from Set It Off.
Nah. Okay, so me,
she got necessary skills
to
get me out of the situation.
I'm picking.
I'll leave you to create distraction.
You know who I want? Fucking Cleopatra Jones. She can come save me.
I've never seen her movie.
Oh, and the what's
you've never seen
Kato, the dude from Ninja Assassin. He can come.
Yes, that was a good movie.
Never seen it.
That's one of the Ninja Came in the Shadows.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
That's a good ass movie.
Never seen it.
I mean, it's not a horror flick.
Right, it ain't a horror flick.
Okay, I'm not into that shit. Like,
it's good.
A movie called Ninja Assassin would never make me want to see it.
Sit back and watch it.
The only way I would ever look at a movie called Ninja Assassin is if I'm on a date. Like, and he picked the movie. I would never pick that movie to look at.
Oh, God, it's a good movie.
Okay. It might be, but I'm just saying I would never.
Is that at your genre?
Yeah, that's not my thing.
Yeah. Jon Snow, because he ran the army with him. I'm good.
Fuck that! If we bring a Snow Kid,
I want the undead. I want the dragon, the undead dragon. Oh no, Arya. Yeah, I want Arya. But I don't want to be on her list.
Oh, girl from Kill Bill.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll take her. I'll take Uma. Yeah,
I'm with you.
I've only seen the first Kill Bill. I was like,
matter of fact,
they were supposed to do a prequel, but they never did it.
What's your
half the people dead now.
Damn it.
Bill dead.
The Atomic Blonde chick.
Oh no, you're talking about Atomic Blonde. I know the movie.
Is that Scarlett Johansson?
No. She's South African.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
You know who I'm gonna pick? My number 5 would be
Beatrice Kiddo.
Who was that?
Kill Bill. That's Uma Thurman's character.
Oh,
I'm talking that movie. So
I seen it. Beatrice Kiddo.
I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. I like it.
I've seen it. I was like, I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, see, I saw Kill Bill and you.
See,
it is.
See. But apparently, I've seen all of the movies.
You clearly have. You've seen them all.
All of them.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is it Sanaa?
Sigourney Weaver.
Not Sanaa Lathan. What's her name?
Sigourney Weaver.
She played Columbiana.
Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
Because she's
now I'm gonna tell you this
is a Guardians of the Galaxy.
This isn't a movie.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in. I still haven't seen all of it.
You haven't seen?
I didn't.
It's
but the raccoon is in the Avengers, so I gotta watch it.
The raccoon.
And it ain't raccoon.
Yeah.
He's a raccoon.
Yeah.
Why you saying it like that? He's a raccoon, right?
Yeah.
But all of them are in the Avengers. They're all.
I don't know.
They're Infinity War. They come.
They're all in Infinity War.
The blue lady, the big green guy. Mm-hmm. They all come to
They
come to Infinity War to help out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to watch it.
You like the raccoon though?
The raccoon funny to me.
Wait, you know how the raccoon is?
You mean like voice wise? Who's his voice? No, who is it?
I don't remember.
You do remember?
Nope.
Bitch. So now I'm gonna tell you, this isn't a movie, but you know, if I was in trouble, you know who I need? I need some motherfucking scandal in my life. I need a gladiator. I'm calling Huck. You would call her.
If I ever get in trouble, I gotta call this. It would be Huck.
I would call Olivia Pope. You would call her. She would decide whether Huck was needed in the situation.
Huck will come save me. Olivia will clean up the mess that we cause.
I would call Olivia and let her decide whether Huck is needed because Huck ain't needed in every situation.
Big Daddy. I call Logan. I'm with you, Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm. I call Logan too. I got something for Logan to handle too.
All 6 9s. All right.
Hey, we good.
Dora
Milane's from Black Panther.
Which one was that? The head of the security.
Yeah.
So Michonne from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that.
Why would you go to your hip?
Hold up. When she was like, "I just big,"
right?
Snatch the hell.
Yeah, like I'm not doing this anymore.
Hellboy. I'm mad they remake it. No need.
Because why is the new dude small as a motherfucker?
Because Ron Perlman old as hell couldn't do it no more. I don't know.
But
just
they could have found.
But it sounds like it's still his voice though. It sounds like I didn't know it was.
It's not. Yeah, it's not him. I don't know who's doing it, but just like when they did when they remade Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, I think it's like 6'2", 6'3". The guy that got to play the remake is 5'6".
Oh hell!
I'm like, really?
I'm sorry, Robert Englund has ruined Freddy for anybody that's gonna play Freddy after.
You should just digitally remastered it.
Even in the first Freddy, where it was supposed to be like the most like serious dark horror movie.
Catch you next time. Thanks for watching.
We're about to wrap it up. Thanks for coming through.
It was funny as shit, but it was like if you decided to be a villain, a horror villain, like you probably want to be Freddy because like he enjoyed.
Right.
Freddie had a little bit too much fun killing people, and
like it was hilarious.
He was funny. Like him and Chucky definitely gave me some comic relief.
Right.
Him and Chucky. Jason ain't give you nothing. He just gonna kill you. He nothing. Right. Not a thing. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this up.
Wait, the newer version of Hellboy is actually smaller. Like I haven't seen. Shit. Was it Dark Horse Comics? I haven't seen like the new. I didn't know there was a new version of Hellboy. Like it was always like bulky up. Like he had a gel body. Like he was like he was bulky up top, but he had little ass legs.
Look like Busta Rhymes.
Right.
Yeah, so.
What's the dude off of the old Rapper's Delight? He real big up top. He's one on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
Like which one?
I can't think of.
I know you're talking about
because they all look the same. Because like I see.
No, I know which one she's talking about.
Because the show at the Zanzibar, that shit was fucking hilarious. Like that was old as shit. Canes trying to be
Oh no! I know they couldn't get through that long ass song.
No, they got through it.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of space in between.
Yeah, I'm sure.
High with the crowd.
Right? Yeah, right.
Everybody was like, "Woo!"
Yeah, they had to like get the crowd into it. Right.
They
won the mic. That's it. I knew who he was, and I'd like to say hello. Right. All right, Mink, take us on out of here. We're gonna wrap this thing on up. We've been here for almost 2 hours, y'all. I mean, it's been fun.
I know.
It's been fun.
Almost. Wait. Give it 2 minutes. Wait. You meant 30 seconds.
Guillermo del Toro not being involved in this new Hellboy is what saddens me.
Right.
Wow.
Because he put the first 2, and then people had a problem with the second one. I'm like,
and you know what? The lady who played the first one, Selma Blair.
Yeah.
She has medical issues right now. She has oh gosh, I think it's like ALS or something like that.
Oh really?
Yes.
So she has an issue.
Yeah, no, she has serious medical. She had to learn how to walk and talk again.
Jesus.
Yeah. She and that's why she's kind of been out the limelight lately. She's been dealing with that. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how they're going to do it because a lot of original cast I don't think is coming back. So Ron Perlman's not there, Selma Blair's not there. So I'm kind of interested. But honestly, like the first Hellboy I didn't like the second one at all.
The second one was okay. It got a little extra emotional with like the kids and all of that and whatever. But
the twins, yeah,
it was still cool.
It was
how everything broke down. Like it was still cool because it kind of put Hellboy in a place where, hey, you're not like the people that you're fighting; they're part of your people too. Like sort of a thing. Even though the elf did him dirty, like you know what I'm saying, he called the people that didn't need to be fighting. Like you know what I'm saying, like the way he did it was fucked up. But like just kind of like well, is he gonna turn? Like,
Oh,
what's up with your boy? Is he gonna like, you know, is he gonna be the hero or whatever?
Right.
But he just wanted to be known.
and see, that's what I'm interested to see where this third one is. It a complete remake? Are
It's
you
an action
doing
flick.
a song,
Yeah,
or is
there we
it
go. 'Cause
starting
from the previews? They trying to turn into a straight action flick, all of that, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. I don't think like if it's a story being told, it's not gonna be told like the first Hellboy one.
Because I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, and by him being so small, honestly, not trying to be funny, I thought it was gonna be Hellboy the 10 years.
Oh, prequel.
Yeah,
prequel.
that's what's gonna be a prequel. So I was
because Hellboy
like,
gave you a little bit of comic relief too.
Yeah, it did. It did. So
But then, like he knew what he was. He didn't take himself that seriously,
right.
and so he, you know, he was like, I'm just here to serve a purpose.
Right.
The second one, you know, when he finally got his girl or whatever, you know, they try to make it more family oriented, but it was like, you know, he's still Hellboy.
Right.
And is he really gonna turn? That's why she burned the crown, took it out of his hands at the end. He was like, no. Woo! Don't forget who you are, motherfucker. Whew, I'm gonna burn this right now.
Right. We ain't having that.
Whoa,
we ain't having
we
that.
won the fight. This
right.
thing done.
Yeah. All right, Ming, take us out.
Look. Now, the next time you see some little kids at the dance
with your son's phone,
with the 6-inch heels and the weave down their back,
right, looking like Diana Ross circa 1985. Or the next time somebody try to smack the heaven out of you,
the heaven. We hashtag that.
Yes, we did.
Smack just look it down, cock your head to the side, and be like, "Really, bitch?" And we out.
I didn't realize we were going that long. We were not rolling.